All right. Good morning, everybody. Listen, guys. Listen. There's no deeper nuance or deeper lesson. There's no over complication. I took a couple weeks and I focused on life shit. It is what it is. This should be the goal for many creators, man. You should be in a position where you can take a couple weeks off from fucking streaming and your entire livelihood doesn't change. That is what everybody should be building. It's always crazy to me whenever I take time off from streaming because people are like, what are you doing, man? How are you making money? And it's like, I monetize outside of more than just streaming. Like, guys, holy shit, man. This is like everything that we talk about. This is everything that we do. This is the reason why I pivoted over the last 9 months, is to put myself in a position where I don't fucking have to be live every day. This guy's cute. Thanks, man. Thank you. That's just like, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Also, too, listen, I want to address something. I've got my first negative feedback about the creator blueprint. And I feel like if I had somebody managing me, they would say, don't do this. Don't talk about this. I think this is what separates me from some people, is I'll address the sticky icky and whatnot. Guys, let me make it abundantly clear. It is not my fault if you interpret what something is and you don't read the fucking details. It is so abundantly clear what it says the blueprints are in the information. I had somebody reach out and was like, I bought this and I was a little disappointed. I expected this to be exactly what I should break down in my fucking stream and what I should be posting. This is the problem. And I honestly, what's up, Trey? Good morning, guys. Honestly, I'd say I think it's pretty miraculous that this is the first person we've had out of hundreds of people buy the blueprints that, like, they assumed something different and they didn't read what it was. Bro, bingo. Bro wanted a playbook and not a blueprint. Bingo. That's exactly what he wanted. He thought he was going to download this thing and it was going to be directly made for the guy. And it was going to tell him, hey, at this point, clip this. At this point, if you're watching, sir, I know there's also a language barrier too, it seems like. But, brother, you can't be reaching out. Like, I didn't even end up responding past a certain point. Guys, it literally says on the website what you get. It, like, you didn't do your due diligence. No, it even says in there's no fucking refund. There's no refund. It specifically says that in there because I give you everything. What's included? Who's this for? Who's this is not for? How it works. Complete the prep stage. Run the daily system. Execute the weekly actions. Review monthly, not constantly. Reassess after 90 days. It literally says what it tells you. What you instantly download. What comes with it. If you read, I don't know about you guys, but when I buy something, I read what I'm getting. Come on, man. Come on. So I just wanted to make that, very, very clear over the last 2 weeks while I've taken some time to, I wish there was some like fucking deeper dope shit. What's up, Amanda? I wish there was some deeper dope shit to my absence, but there wasn't. Listen, you guys want the dirty deets? I completely redo my taxes last minute because ChatGPT fucked it up, so I had to do everything on Claude. And our shitter broke, so we had to fucking fix lines in the yard. I needed to spring clean a little bit and work in the backyard, and I spent a couple of days gambling like a retard. That's my 2.5 weeks off, boys. That's my 2.5 weeks off. There wasn't. Some people are like, oh my God, must be working on something. Or guys, it really isn't that deep. This is really not that deep. No, there is nothing. Truth be told, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. What's up, Scooch? Truth be told, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. You guys got to understand, ever since the kick stuff popped off, I've been streaming actively for like the last few years. And like I said at the start, man, I am happy to be in a position now where, you know, does me not being live, when I show up and I'm live, is it extra income? Sure. Do I have to be live? No, I don't have to be. So it's good to be there. Yeah, I guess if there's anything to take away from a little break, guys, put yourself in a position where you can take 2 weeks off to fix your shitter and have some you time, and your whole entire fucking business doesn't come crumbling down. You know what I mean? I see this all the time with streamers where they're like, oh, I'd love to take a vacation, but I can't because I'll lose all my viewership. First off, if you lose viewership, you lose viewership. Who gives a shit? I'm going to lose viewership. I haven't been active. Who gives a fuck? If you need me to be fucking conscious on stream every single day to fucking enjoy the environment, that's not a mutual relationship. You expect something of me that I'm not willing to fucking give you. It is what it is. So maybe you should go fucking, you know, manipulate your time and attention with somebody else. Now, you know, if we're back, you want to watch, cool. But again, don't put yourself in a situation where you have to rely on being live every day and rely on the viewers. You guys, creators, let me just say this loud and clear. You guys don't hold a lot of cards in your hand. If you're stressing and you're fucking complicating the fact that you're not live and your livelihood depends on it. Okay? Took 4 days off. Loved every minute of it. That's what Discord is for. Thank you. Thank you. That's what the OnlyFans is for. Allie. Damn E, I was just on your site and your levels above most people. Wow, great job. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get the site actually redone. I'm actively trying to reset my metrics on Kick, killing my viewership on there myself. Joey, just shut the fuck up and go focus on content. You are way too analytical at your size. Just shut the fuck up and go focus on your content. What's your OnlyFans username? Get the fuck out of here. Starting on which package you would suggest outside the one-on-one. What do you mean, Trey? You have a video tutorial on your lighting setup. I don't. I just have like a basic rundown. But maybe a good video idea, actually. Maybe a good video idea. I wonder if I could make that into long form. Let me put that on my... I am working on a new creator operating system. Jesus, guys. Look at the fucking... I have been cooking on ideas and shit, by the way, and trying to get together a fucking system that's more beneficial. I think this one might be too complicated for you guys. This actually like creates IDs, has formulas. This might be a little too much. This might be for the person that actually has like a team, a designer, an editor, yada yada yada. What was that idea that you just gave? What was that idea that you just gave, brother? Oh, lighting setup tutorial. Lighting setup tutorial. I feel like we could make a long form video on that. I think that's enough to make a long form video. I really do. I think there's a little too deep of detail. I mean, when you break it down, we could put it in a short form. But I think when you actually like, because it's all like it all adds up. I feel like we could do it in one. Yeah. He don't read the chats, huh? What do you mean? Speaking for a lot of us, we'd appreciate that video. Okay. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'll do that. Are you doing a brain dump on your phone? What do you mean? Could be like a 5-minute video. Yeah, we did that last week, and that's actually one of our best performing videos. Oh, so since we've been away too, that's another thing is, okay, yeah, let me actually explain that, man. I guess he does, maybe not, probably not. Handsome man. Oh God, you guys are trying to get sucked off today. So I brought in an editor, and I want to explain something and kind of do what we did before. Okay, so here's the thing. Some of my recent videos have been doing, some of the more raw recent videos have been doing really good in terms of retention. And it's been crazy because they're just raw. They're completely raw. First 30 seconds do well. The average view duration does well, and it's just this. It's just this, like me sitting in front of the camera talking about my experience with something. So I seen an opportunity here, and I'm like, man, I would like if these were a little bit more well put together. Because good morning, Purity. Where, God damn it, I know this is where I lose viewers, but for the people that actually give a shit, this is where I like to talk about retention and watch time and shit like that. Okay, so just bear with me if you're not interested in this stuff. If you don't think you're interested in this and you're a creator, you should really hear these things. So what I started to notice was on a couple recent videos where I was just sitting, I looked at them as filler videos because I said I would upload, and they started to turn into really good view duration. And I'm like, okay, well, wait, there's something here. Like if these are getting 50% of the people to stay and watch, and 75% of the people to stay and watch in the first 30 seconds, and I'm not doing anything crazy, there's opportunity here. Now, out of my own side, I think they could be better articulated. So I brought in an editor. But the bigger reason to do that is because the click-through rate is not the best. The titles are not the best with it. So I'm getting the active people that are coming around. It's probably most of you guys who are subscribed to the OnlyFans. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. But it seems like with you guys, the shit's resonating. You're clicking on the videos, you're staying, you're watching. The new people, the suggested people, not so much. So what do I need to work on as a creator? I need to do thumbnail. I need to do title better. I need to improve on those. The time I want to put into those is going to take away from time from other things. Something has to slack. And the YouTube channel is not monetized to a point where I could afford a retention editor, because that's what I essentially need. I need somebody to come along. I'll cut the clip. I'll cut the video out. I'll cut the pacing. Let me make the video. Let me put it together. Let me package it. And then I need you to come in and just add some extra spice. That's it. That's it. I just need you to come in and add some extra spice to just keep things flowing. And so bringing in an editor has helped with that. So what I did, considering that I can't, by the way, retention editors nowadays are like, dude, they can be like $500 to $1,500 a video. So when you see like these big guys, when you see your like Alex Hormozy, your Patty Galloway, your fucking fucking Colin and Samir, your Callaway, when you see all these big guys with the crazy retention editing, those guys are paying out the ass. They have a full team. Their YouTube channels are generating 10, 20, 50,000, $100,000 a month. So like they have the capital to do that. Okay. I don't have that fucking capital right now. So what I did was I reached out to an editor that I knew had potential. And I know that this editor wants to get better at editing as well. And he wants to move outside of gaming. He's just a typical gaming editor, has a couple clients under his belt, but he wants to move into bigger dogs. He wants to get into retention editing. I said, look, let's meet on a middle ground here. I will teach you the business side of things. I will teach you how to put together the website, to market yourself. I will teach you how you need to get out of the fucking gaming editor mindset with just easy captions and just fucking half-ass editing. I will, whatever you need, I'm an open book. You want to call me at any time of the day, you need help with anything, you get it. I'll pay you on a weekly salary. And what we'll do is every video that performs past this views, you get this bonus. Past this views, you get this bonus. Past this views, you get this bonus. So I've created a relationship with somebody where I can provide value to them. They can provide value to me. And it seems to be going pretty well. We've been building that entire system over the last couple of weeks too. So that's another reason why I was away. First time here, listened, watch your videos before. Appreciate that. Yes, yeah. Well, guys, if you don't know, this is exactly what I did with Sooner. And if you guys don't know who Sooner is a mod of mine that I had years ago, back in 2018. I seen that he was a hard worker, he was organized, and he started messing around with some edits and some clips for my shit. I started a new YouTube channel, and I reached out to him and I said, hey, do you want to work with this channel with me, on this channel with me? I'll teach you editing. I'll teach you how to do the stuff. And then you can start working with the other creators once you learn it. And what we'll do is we'll split the revenue there. And within a few months, we had the channel generating, like $2,000 a month. Easily. And he improved so fast. Fast forward now, he manages multiple creators with, bringing in probably $5, $10, $15,000 a month doing that type of shit. Works behind the scene, managing a brand. And also he is now my manager. So, you get the picture here. That's why I just feel like sometimes you can work out. People just think so like, I need this thing, do this thing for me. And there's just other ways you can work with people, man. There's just other ways you can work with shit. So that's what I've been building. I've been building a system. We got everything. We got Google Drive organized. So that way we got back and forth stuff. I put together lessons and shit, things that he needs to learn. I've become an open book for him. Got him on a little bit of a salary. Got him on some bonus. He's actually already earned 2 bonuses. From doing the shit, man. It's fucking sick, dude. It's sick. So we got a good system going. I don't know. Have you guys noticed that on some of the recent uploads? Little bit more editing. Looking a little bit more hung. Did the connector at the end of your mic come in the box? I'm buying that mic this weekend. The mount? Yes. Yeah, it has a mount. What's up, Pat? So now I'm done rambling on about what we're doing. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm a pretty open book, brother. I'm a pretty open book. If you guys got some patience, remember I'm multi-streaming on multiple websites. So if you got a little patience, man, I'm a pretty open book. There's not a lot we don't talk about. What's up, Scrap? Good morning, brother. Long time no see. Yeah, guys, for anybody tuning in, I just did some life shit, man. I did some stuff around the house, working with a new editor. We worked on a whole new system. I had to completely redo my taxes. I started moving a lot of my AI shit to Claude. Oh my God, I got something on my head, dude. Something just fucking came on my head. I don't know what that is. Fucking, I don't know if any of you guys are in here. You never have to call yourself out like this if you don't want to, but got a lot of consulting, dude. Got a lot of consulting going. So this stream is boring. We'll fucking leave. Nobody's holding you here, dude. Nobody's holding you here. Hey, Ronnie, thank you, man. Thank you. Why are you here? Because their life is so full of amazing fun activity that they choose to waste an hour of their morning time watching something that is boring. Welcome to Brain Rot on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I didn't miss is the retards you got to deal with online. All right. So what do you do, my guy? Nothing. Pretty much just fucking yell at people on the internet and just fucking make videos that trigger people. Essentially. I mean, let's just break it down. It's really all it is. It's just really all it is. Yell at me? I mean, some people pay for that kind of thing, Dean. Some people pay for that kind of thing. But yeah, dude, I feel like there was a couple people in Discord that were like, what's he working on? What's he cooking up? Nothing. Just took some time off. Get deeper thing. I want to keep reminding people in here. Everything that we're doing anymore and the information I'm giving is you guys should be putting yourself in a position where you can take 2 weeks off stream and it doesn't fucking kill your fucking everything. Come on, guys. Let's fucking lock it in, man. Let's lock it in. So, hey, now, on the more educational side, I'm going to fuck it. Some of you creators, you're going to feel a little slap on your tush from me here. I'm calling some of you guys out. I don't know if you got anybody notice anything about today. I guarantee nobody figures out where I'm going to get at here. Some people are going to feel a little called out, and it's because I am. Jorgen, yeah, just 1 second. I want to see if anybody catches on. What is today, guys? I know the first thing that a lot of people are going to say. What is today, though? What is today? What is an important thing? You guys are creators. You're trying to scale your brands. Maybe you guys have got a business. What is an important thing about today? No, it's not that it's fucking April Fool's. First of the month, kind of, but not really. I'll be really surprised if anybody figures this out. Because this is how you should be thinking. Oh, we got somebody. Damn. Volps. Yes, it is. It's Q2, guys. It's Q2. Why does that matter? Your boy just completed the creator blueprint. I told you guys at the start of the year, I started the creator blueprint. Now I know I know it's not fair because some of you guys are behind because I didn't launch it till mid-January. Now I'm gonna be very surprised how many people have actually done it day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. But the point being is I tell people all the time, you should be measuring goals and vanity metrics by randomness and by the vanity metrics. You should be organizing everything in what can you accomplish in days, weeks, months, quarters. Quarters is a big one, man. I think over the years, the more that I treated quarters more important, I treat quarters like years almost anymore. Like I look at it as like, all right, here we go, baby. Q2. Q1 was insane. When I put it on paper and I measure it, because I track my metrics. I track how everything is. I did that this morning. I look at Q1. Let me pull that out, actually. I look at Q1, man. So, like, here's the thing that a lot of creators do. Let me just break it down. Motherfucker. I haven't been on my PC for so long. I got my new MacBook in, by the way. I feel like you were in a COD team back in the day. Never heard, what's COD? Never heard of her. Never heard of her. If I wasn't a COD team, I was probably a really dope trick shotter. Really dope fucking sniper. But I've never played COD in my entire life. Let's see here. Yep. Key metrics. So, like, here's a great example. As creators, let's talk about my February versus March. YouTube views, down 150,000 views. Subscribers, down 500. Instagram views, down 4 million views. Followers, down 5,000 followers, new followers. Facebook views, down 6. You get what I'm going at here, right? From February to March. But when you measure all, where's my fucking, I don't like doing this on my phone. I have a summary. There we go. Year to date. When you measure it across the board, it's fucking insane. When you look at a quarter, instead of fucking letting a month beat yourself up, it's fucking insane. Also, I took half of fucking March off. Like, I took half of March off and half-assed it. Year to date, YouTube views, we passed over 1 million. A lot of those actually being long form, which I'm extremely proud of. New subscribers on YouTube, year to date, 2,000. Instagram views, 3.2 million. New Instagram followers. This is insane. So in an instant, I go from, oh man, I went from gaining 9,000 new followers in February to gaining 3,000 in March. Oh no. Guys, I gained 14,000 new followers on Instagram at Q1. Right? And so on and so forth down the line. The crazy thing, net followers and subscribers across all socials, 24,000 in Q1. You get what I'm getting at here? When you just fucking make goals random and you don't fucking keep track of things, I feel like you can never celebrate the fucking work that you're actually doing. I wonder how many of you guys are like, man, I haven't had a good week or a good month. But if you would look at everything across the board over the last quarter, did you make progress? Was your Q1 good overall? If it is, why are you not celebrating that W? Why do businesses get to celebrate that? Why do companies, organizations, why does everybody else get to celebrate a Q1, but you, a creator who's trying to become full-time, you can't? Why? You didn't respond to my message about your LUT, how to install it or add it into OBS. Probably because I was talking about something. Well, if you bought it, you should have an installation guide. You should have one. My Q1 sucked. Okay, perfect. What are we doing for Q2? Now, instead of it being like, okay, well, 2026 is just chalked. What's Q2 look like? What do you got to work on? Why did your Q1 suck? Why did it suck? How often did you upload? On Instagram, I uploaded every single day. The whole entire quarter. Every single day. I uploaded at least one video a week. I got my TikTok up and running. My TikTok was dead towards the end of 2025. My Q1 has been all about learning things. Good. So it's progress. You got to, man. Yeah. I've been full-time since 2022, low key, but definitely need to focus more on quarters. Everything, man. Everything. You got to. You have to. Even made a Twitter. Nice, man. What's up, Loki? Quite the opposite. Even with stepping away, I kept my average and even surpassed it the past month for views. Had a growth spike, multiple platforms. I'd say my average. Damn, nice. Well, it's funny. I'm working on my next video, which should be out this next week. In Discord, you guys can see the packaging for that. I just finished my thumbnail last night. And what's funny in that video is I'm talking about my experience over uploading over the 90 days and how I uploaded more, but I got more time back in my life. And it's just so, yeah. So you'll see more of that. More of that. Has TikTok picked up now? Yes. Yeah, TikTok has picked up. I'll share with you guys the analytics. I have no problem doing it. So TikTok over the last quarter. I can't view the total in that screen. That's so weird. TikTok views 4 million and new followers 6,000, which again for me is good. Having a positive fucking quarter is good because, so if you guys don't know anything about my TikTok is, oh God, 7 years old or something like that. I made a TikTok shortly after, what was it called before TikTok? I made a TikTok shortly after the transition. I really didn't fuck around with it. I had one patch early on where I gained like maybe 50,000 followers on just random videos when me and Big Rob were just musically, thank you. When me and Big Rob were just, what's up, Tim? When me and Big Rob were just testing out shit, I gained like 50,000 followers for nothing, right? And then I gained another probably 100,000 followers when I started doing the skits. So I was like maybe 150, right? Over the course of like a year of skits. Then Warzone 2 came out. What year was that? Any COD nerds in here? Warzone 2 came out and I literally gained 100,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok like over fucking night. It's like 110, 2023. So in 2023, I gained like 110,000 followers overnight from like 2 to 3 videos. I had that fucking, that Call of Duty video absolutely went like, I don't use the term viral a lot because viral is just so subjective in terms of vertical. The day that video came out across every platform, it got millions of views. Millions. People were resharing it and getting millions of views. That video went viral. That gave me like that video alone gave me like 100,000 followers. So in 2023, I hit like 250,000, 260,000 followers, and they really haven't gained anything. So when you fucking zoom out and you look, okay, Q1, I've been more active. 2026 or 2025, my TikTok was just pretty much dead. Just really didn't know what to post. Wasn't too happy about posting. Wasn't consistent. Wasn't intentional. And now Q1, we're making progress. It's a W, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to zoom out, man. You got to keep track of things. I stopped focusing on COD in 2014. Nice. The camera angle is amazing. I want this on my live stream. You can't fucking have it, buddy. You can't have it. You're going to do an Easter egg hunt for the low man? He's not there yet. I mean, I might throw some eggs out in the backyard. He'll go pick up 3 and then find a twig, brother. He'll go. He's on twig level right now. Any parents in here can relate. A twig, a rock, dude. He drops his fucking toy. Drops his toy and gets a twig or a rock. Crazy. I stepped away a bit from when Mixer went belly up. Joined Twitch after that. Last year started a YouTube channel. Good, man. Good. So what are you streaming now then? This. I thought about, I heard Apex Legends is making a resurgence. I heard the new updates are actually good and it's making a resurgence. I have a fucking YouTube channel that I gained 45,000 subscribers on in a year from Apex Legends content. Maybe we should start fucking around with that, huh? Is there a certain way to go live on TikTok with the OBS? No, you gotta, I have to do the fucking virtual camera out and whatnot. Oh, what do you need to see before you bet on yourself to go full time? It's funny. Wait. Dapper. Did I just Dapper? Wow. You think you know people, man. Did I just catch you in 4K? Did I just catch, uh-oh. Did I just catch this guy at 4 fucking K? Now I could go down the line and I could say I could say, and the reason why is because I literally just uploaded a video 5 days ago. So the memory is pretty fresh of what I would do. What I would do. 5 days ago, I put out a video called Quit Your Job to Create Content. Do this first. Dap. Come on, man. I've fully invested into you. I've betted on you. If there was a fucking poly market on, will Dap or Sham blow up in the next year? I put a lot of money on that because I'm going to get a good return on my investment. If you're taking any shareholding, let me know. I'll put a little money down into you. I put that in there. And you didn't see the new video? Nah, it's cool. I didn't do good with the original title of that video. It didn't get pushed as hard. Yeah, dude, go check out the newest video. But to summarize it, you have a huge ego. I'm going to do something to help you out, brother. So this is the same gentleman that literally 20 minutes ago, he was saying that I was boring. You are retarded. It really is as simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and ban you. I'm going to go ahead and ban you because I left, but you're so fucking busy with your day that you came back. Let's stop fucking lying. Stop lying. Brother, if you're not into something, don't fucking watch it. Okay. I don't watch fucking anime for a goddamn reason. I'm not into it. Foremost. 2, you have to understand the hypocrisy that because I'm talking to 4 different fucking platforms at the same time, having conversation, answering other people, you maybe just understand a little bit where you're hypocritical when you say that I'm the one with an ego, unstable internet connection. What the hell? A little hypocritical and you say, I'm the one with the ego, but you're the one that gets mad because I didn't answer your stupid fucking question 20 fucking minutes ago while I'm answering everybody else's question. You realize that's the definition of hypocrisy, right? You think you're so self-centered across all these platforms right now that we should, everybody, Tim, Malik, Ali, Scrap, everybody just shut the fuck up. We got to talk to Bum 100. Brother, the world doesn't revolve around you. You're not as special as your mom fucking told you. You're actually pretty fucking annoying. Okay? Click off the stream, go somewhere else, man. I'm fucking gonna help you with your day. Holy shit, dude. I'm so sorry. I did not miss this. I really did not miss this. Guys, nobody has fucking got a gun to your head on the internet. You should never be spending time consuming something you don't enjoy, okay? Just fuck it. You don't like something, you don't like the way somebody is. Move on. Go do something beneficial with your day. Holy fuck. Good morning, everybody. Nice. Cheers, Ray. Cheers. All right. Back to fucking what everybody was saying. Dap, I got the whole video. I got a whole video talking about what I would do first. The biggest thing that I'm going to tell you, sorry, everybody else in here. Dap's been killing it with content. I'm sure he's asking because he's coming from a pretty confident place. First thing that I'm just going to tell you before you watch that video, financially, 2 things financially. 1, build a runway, brother. You seem like you're smart, well put together. Build a runway. Have a few months back so that way you're not stressing your content, trying to build more streams of revenue. Build a runway, right? Whatever your minimum is a month for bills, make sure you have 3 to 6 months of that back. So build a runway. And budget, man. Those 2 big things that I just think too many creators, like everybody gets so hyped. I'm not fucking Peanut. Everybody gets so hyped. You're making good money. You're like, fuck, dude. Dude, gotta do it. Gotta do it, man. You can, guys. You really can. You can take the risk. Just make sure you put yourself in a position where you know the money that's coming in, you know the money that's coming out, and you have a runway because not every month's going to be great. Yeah, I'm not a big anime guy. No, I'm not telling you guys that you can't like anime. I'm just saying, just to understand the conversation, it's just like, bro, I'm not going to sit there and fucking watch anime and be like, I fucking hate anime. Just not watch anime. It's really not that tough. Been streaming for 2 weeks. TikTok growth hasn't been too bad. Nice. Oh, stop being rough. You're reminding me too much of me and my thoughts. Sorry, JB. Sorry. I will say, if making money than an actual job, I would go full time. If I'm making, I would assume you say more money than your actual job, you would go full time. I mean, you don't want to, you don't have a runway and shit, and that could go away. You want to have something back. Having 90 days to change your direction, and if something happens, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah. So, anyways, what else? Let's bring it back in. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We went out of the range a little bit. Let's bring it back in. What's up? I know a couple people asked I want to answer the customer stuff for the LUTs, guys. If you're concerned about getting the LUTs and don't know how to install them, I have an installation guide. If you got them, that's what the PDF is for. It's so that way you have a basic understanding of how to install them. To install the LUTs. If you originally bought the signature pack or the legacy pack, check your emails. I gave an installation guide update. So just make sure there's an installation guide in there to understand how to add it to OBS and things like that. I think it was Trey or somebody else that asked about the one-on-one. One-on-one is like, you really need help. Like that's it. Don't do the shit. You're like, I just want followers. I'll charge your money back so fucking fast. Like, it's really need help shit. For example, I'm scheduled Friday or tomorrow. I got a one-on-one call with somebody that I've already had one-on-one calls with, and they've had extreme growth. They're generating a lot of money right now on their YouTube and TikTok and whatnot with what they do, and they're stuck on how to expand out. And what our calls are for is they have no idea what YouTube analytics are. They have not paid attention to impressions, click-through rate, watch time. So our calls are made to be like, hey, here's why certain videos are doing well. So like the videos that they're trying and bombed, they're like, yeah, I tried a video and it just bombed. I'm like, well, slow down, let's get into it. Did it actually bomb? And next thing you know, we went in there and like the video retention was really good. It was a well put together video, but the click-through rate was dog shit. Meaning they didn't do the packaging right to actually get it out there. So it's hard to say that the video actually fucking bombed because you didn't do your job packaging the video right to the right audience. So that's for that call. Another person, we have a call set up because they are a creator, they're full-time creator, they're moving, they're changing their setup around, and they want a better look like this. So he wants me to actually hop in a call and be like, okay, this is what I have. What do I set up? I got another call with somebody who, again, you guys will see a repetition. The people that do the one-on-ones, they're already generating revenue. Like, don't fucking, sure, you should invest in yourself. These are not, if you're just fucking, I do have one creator where I thought about charging them back and being like, just come to stream more often. And I know I shouldn't be doing these things. If Scrap's in here, he's going to be killing me for this. But like, he's not at the point where he's got like a strong brand and a strong foundation across the board. And they don't understand a lot of like they're like, oh, my short form content's doing good. And it's like, it's the fucking 500 views you get from the platform doing an algorithm push. That doesn't mean that your content's doing good, guys. So like, don't waste your fucking money. Like, you don't need to get me in a call for a few $100 fucking to say, dog, you're not doing as good as what you think you are right now. You don't need to do that. There's no need for that. If you really fucking need it, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna fucking stop you. But yeah. So to answer the question, it's typically the one-on-one stuff is more for people that are actually established and making money, and they want to figure out how to get into the other areas. I want to open up that real fucking problem solving. Hey man, I spend too much time clipping and trying to go find clips. I don't know where to fucking begin in OBS. You say to do this and that. Can I just fucking get you in a call and you help me set it up? Sure, we'll do that. I'll figure out your PC. We'll fucking optimize everything to work for you. That's fine. That is so fine. Yeah, so definitely need I need a little bit of coaching. Don't look at it as like that. Okay, see, that's the problem. I don't want people to get in the habit of using it as coaching. That's not what it's for. It's not like fucking long-term coaching I don't know how to package that. A couple people have asked me that, like, dude, how much a month to just, because I've done that with bigger creators, like manage their channels and shit. But you guys gotta understand, like, these were like, when I was doing this, these were guys that had like content budgets that's of like $10,000 a month. It's so different when a company generating millions of dollars in revenue or a content creator generating $500,000 to $1 million a year in revenue. They have real budgets. It's so different to work with somebody like that. It's hard to do that when I truly believe the fucking blueprint shit, and just watching the live streams and the videos I make, I think it will help you at least get started and answer so many questions. I know it doesn't feel as personal. And I know you have to digest it more, but you could just save so much money. I know I'm a bad fucking salesman, chat. I get it. Scraps over here like, you mother. I get DMs from some of these guys. I got a viewer that generates I got a viewer that does very, very well, and they work in commerce. And every time he's like, brother, what are you doing? Guys, I don't want to turn into another fucking guru that just fucking squeezes every one of you guys for every fucking ounce, selling you on hopes and dreams. Okay, I'll just give it to you how it is. My philosophy is, let my content sell you on the hopes and dreams. Watch my fucking videos. The people that are actually going to learn the shit, it'll resonate. They'll buy the blueprints. Just start there. If you get momentum and you got to scale, let's talk. That's how I look at it, man. I don't know, dude. I'd rather get the person that's going to come back, like the consulting clients I have. They've been back 2 or 3 times now. You know what I mean? At least you're not a Ty Lopez character. I should just make a fucking video like that. But you get what I'm saying? Okay, prime example. I would rather Dapper consume my content, find value in it, generate his own 6 figures a year, get more successful, and then when he needs to lock in, be like, Biggie, I need you on a larger budget. I want to go from 6 figures to fucking, what sky's the limit? I would rather that. And I just feel like long-term it's going to pay off more, not just trying to get everybody to buy the big package shit, dude. I don't think it's healthy. I swear I disagree with, I love you, Scrap. I disagree with some of you guys. I don't think it's healthy to take, because I've been there, man. I've invested into the bigger things where I thought it would give me a lot more return, and it didn't. And I at first I was mad at the thing. And then I realized, holy shit, I had the free stuff there. I needed to work on myself first. Guys, you can fucking pay me. I told you guys all the time, you can pay me flat out. I can figure out ways to get you more views. Doesn't mean it's going to be sustainable. Doesn't mean it's going to grow your brand. It doesn't mean it's going to bring people over. Like, you know what I mean? We can find ways to manipulate shit. Sure. Yeah. I shook a Duke. Fuck yeah, man. What are you using? Everything that I have is on my website. Everything. So are the 90 days for beginners or everyone? Yeah, see, like those are more for like the beginners and the people that feel the blueprints are this general idea of either A, you're starting off, you don't know where to begin, or B, you've got momentum and you don't know how to fucking put it down into something concrete to build off of. That's what those are for. So yeah. All right, now I don't want to make it just a fucking yap chest and answering the fucking product stuff. We'll let's veer back in and let's do like more general stuff, guys. If it's something that you camera, microphone, headset, any of that shit, it's all on my website. Let's do, while we're here, kind of more raw dogging it today. Let's do more like actual content creator talk. Actual content creator talk. Let's talk about that. Started establishing, definitely need to figure out a few things. Oh, hold on. I know I skipped over somebody. What do you mean, Hales? What do you mean base price? I just want someone to point me in the right direction and let me go. Well, I do that for free. Home Slice, I do that for free. You don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay for that shit. That's what these streams are. That's what my content is. It's what every one of my videos are. Hopefully it's pointing you in the right direction. What was your niche when you started? Call of Duty. Yeah, I was making Call of Duty sniping videos. Way back in the day, man. I need more RAM TRX content. I know. I'm been slacking. I know. I need to fucking just do it, man. I don't know why when I had the cars, I made so much content about the cars, but I never do anything with the TRX, and it's just stupid. I need to. I need to. Snip me in the butt. Give me a slap in the butt. Are you using 2 separate cams? Because your YouTube looks completely different. Yes. Yes, I am. Hammy gang. Yes, sir. You don't have baby hands. You got to have big dick hands. You got a hammy, big dog. Oh. I have the momentum on stream every day for 2 years and try to post every day, and I feel like I hit a wall. Welcome to everybody that buys the blueprints, brother. Most likely you feel like you hit a wall because you are looking at your output as just RPM, energy exhaustion. But like, what are you tracking, man? Okay, so you've uploaded and you streamed every day, but like, you know, do you keep track of your growth? Do you see what videos do well? Do you see what videos don't do well? Or do you just, every day you're just like, I just gotta go live and just take something from stream, put it out there? Or do you actually ever set goals? Yeah, it's exhausting, man. It's exhausting. Just shooting at the dartboard every fucking day. You know you're shooting at the dartboard, kind of doing it with your eyes closed almost. What's your go-to tip for filling dead air in stream? Eventually, after an hour, I run out of ideas. God. You see, okay, you know, a lot of people ask why I don't fucking do the gaming streams and why I just focus on this. Because it's because of that right there. There's really no dead air. I get exhausted about after an hour or two, and it's like, okay, well, I'm just done. We've talked about everything we need to talk about. There's no reason for me to be live any longer for what? To try to squeeze an extra super chat out of you guys, or a sub, or a membership, or a donation. What's the point? What's the fucking point? Then I'm just creating a toxic environment where I'm just relying on you guys to do shit. And then I don't feel like I'm being valuable while I'm there. This is why I don't, you know, I'm not live every day and whatnot. And sure, we can transition over to a fucking gaming stream at the end. I just don't feel like it's valuable for what we do. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's just so abundantly clear what we're doing. Man, I feel like if you get the feeling that after an hour, your stream is just dead air, I don't think you're streaming something that you're genuinely into. Either that or the way that you're approaching your streaming, you're not representing what your content is or what you want to demonstrate. What's up, Quiz? Does that make sense? Like when you think, so after an hour, who was this? God damn it. Jess. So after an hour, what changes? Do you feel like the first hour you're like talking or trying to respond to everybody? And then it's like after that hour, you're like, I really want to lock into this game. Like, what's taking your attention? Because the thing that's like easy for me and like doing this shit is like, I'm liking this experience. So like you guys get my attention. It's just natural to do it because this is entertaining for me. Hopefully entertaining for you guys too. But at a certain point, if you feel like you're just done, you've exhausted your resource, and now you're just there, there's a switch. So what are you doing at first? And then what are you really wanting to do in your stream? So like a great example, if you're like, well, I try to spend the first hour to get everybody engaged and get everybody typing and stuff because I feel like that will leverage momentum and get more viewers in. But after the first hour, I just want to focus on the game, man. I just want to lock in. I'm very competitive. I just want to lock in. Okay, well, your problem is you're not, to the core with your content, you're not focusing on the competitive side through and through. And I'm not saying that's easy to do, but I'm saying is there's a disconnect. You want to either A, be an interactive creator, or B, you want to be competitive. But if you don't like being the interactive, guys, we gotta stop this fucking trend where everybody feels like they can be entertaining like forever. It's just not the case. Some people are just built completely different. Some of you guys are absolute demons in the game and you're very knowledgeable and you're not leaning into that. Some of you guys are really good at talking on camera. You're very communicative. Some of you guys are really good at creating live content, memes, jokes, and stuff. You got to lean into your strong suits and not try to take what somebody else is doing in their strong suits, leverage it at the start, and then just switch up. You're still. This is why I'm saying like niches are, you know, kind of. Oh, you motherfucker. Fucking I was supposed to have a meeting yesterday, and the lady didn't fucking show. So I had to be in my office at 3 o'clock yesterday to take this call, and the lady didn't show. Sorry, I just veered off. Let me put my phone upside down so that way I'm not reading text. Anyways, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Do you need to always have a subject when going live? Or so for me, yeah, I kind of do, because it's more like informative. People watch the live VODs on YouTube. A considerable amount of people actually watch the live VODs. They watch them like podcasts. So I need these to be ripping. I need these to be ripping. Damn, didn't realize the time I'll hit you on the next live. What's up, brother? Do you got to get going? Yeah. Sorry if I missed your content or question. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. It is, man. And okay, to that point, I didn't see Jess respond to. Oh wait, same thing. Don't do more than 4 hours. 4 hours is a good time to stream. Yeah, 4 hours is a pretty good. I don't see more responses from you, Jess. I don't know if they're not going through, but anyways, like you saying, the most valuable thing. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. It's. No offense, I'm going to call some of you guys out. We always do this as content creators. What's funny is we say that a lot ourselves, but we don't respect that amongst the viewer. So like you guys are like, I'm showing up. Time is important, man. I'm showing up. I'm like here to be a creator. I'm spending time to promote my shit. But like for some reason, we don't remember that when you're making the video for the person that's watching the video. You want their retention. You want their watch time. That's what's going to make you be successful. At the end of the day, whether it's your videos, your live streams, your fucking short form content, morning tech, all that shit, you want people's retention and time. That's the thing people are giving you. So like so many of us creators will be like, oh, I'm showing up, man. I'm giving my time. My time's valuable. What about the fucking viewer, dog? You just want people to mindlessly sit in your shit every day to fucking get you a paycheck? It's not how that works, man. You got to respect the viewer's time. So that's why, like, I've cut back on stuff. I to answer the question about, like, well, do I try to keep with a topic? Do I try to keep going? Yeah, because I got to value your time. I know some of you guys are just stopping by on your fucking lunch break, man. You got to fucking clock back in. I resonate with that because that was one of the biggest impactful swings for me in my early years. My lunch break is where I discovered YouTube. That's where I discovered a couple content creators, Roman Atwood and fucking Epic Mealtime, the Phase guys. And that's where, during that lunch break, I seen inspiration. I valued their content because it allowed me to escape. They clearly put effort into their shit. They valued my time. And then because of a result, it changed my life. So it's like, I got to do the fucking same for you guys. Some of you guys, like I said, you're on your lunch break. You're taking your shit. Some of you guys are about ready to clock into your job and you're waiting in your fucking bedroom. Some of you guys are fucking, you went to go spank one out and you went to go check your volume, right? And you tested YouTube for it first. And then you came across me and you're about to shut down any second to go spank one out and turn your volume down so you don't get caught in the other room. You know what I mean? Like, I got to take advantage of the time that you're giving me. So I got to fucking at least do something here, right? How do I re-engage chat if it goes quiet? What would you say is good talking topics? Well, see, that in itself, Posh, what are you streaming in the first place? I just feel like I feel like the biggest red flag for anybody out there is if you feel like you have to re-engage your chat, you're not Resident Evil and COD, so gaming. Yeah, see, like, man, this is what's so tough about content creation. What I'm about to say isn't accurate. This is just how I feel. I feel like if you feel like you have to re-engage your chat, you're not engaging enough in the first place. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's focusing on the wrong thing. Like I said, you're articulating this idea that at a certain point there's an engaging chat, and then at another point there's not. So, with anything in life, when your computer goes bad, you got to problem solve by stepping back and stripping things down. What is the pivot? Why does your chat stop engaging? Are you overly engaging at the start to manipulate people's time to hopefully keep them interested, and then you think at a certain point they'll just like your gameplay? Is that a fair assessment for maybe you and many people in here? Okay, so if that's the case, here's where I say maybe you're not a Resident Evil and COD streamer. Maybe you're just not. Maybe those are just fun things you do on the side, and there's something much more valuable you can offer to the world. Case in point, me. Why would I could manipulate your guys' time, have all this interaction, all this watch time, all this conversation, and be like, all right, now I'm hopping over to Apex, get fucked chat. I can't be mad that you guys would all leave, right? So I had to see the idea that there's more value to what I'm doing right now than there is me playing games. So I just don't play games on stream. It is what it is. Maybe someday down the line, but you get what, am I making sense? Am I making sense? Or EDM headphones were that? I don't know what EDM headphones are. You trying to go to a rave, big dog? You trying to take some Molly with me and get fucking freaky, Daryl? Huh? Oh, you mean IEM headphones? Yeah, I think they're worth it. I did some homework and looked at some things, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. Did YouTube change the algo to be more engagement, push the content out now? It's a little bit of everything, brother. It's everything. Can't you do both? I guess that's true. Wait, do both in what? Wait, are you talking about the IEM comment? Or are you talking about the streaming stuff? Sure, I could do both, but I just ruined. I feel like I just ruined the. I feel like at that point I'm not really respecting your time, because you're coming here for conversations like this, and then I'm trying to manipulate the idea of like, hey, now I'm gonna stream, stay and watch me longer so I can get more monetization. Or here's my thought process: I can shut down. I can not only be valuable and respect your time while I'm live, but then now my VOD can respect the viewer's time for the people that will give it a chance after it's live. And then I can go work on other things. I can go work on making blueprints better. I can go work on packaging up other things. I can work on finishing my creator operating system, which will be coming in Q2. Will be coming in Q2. I can work on, like, you know, I can do my job and study things that I feel like are valuable in the world of content creation right now. So that way I'm not just a revolving stick of 3-year-old shit. You guys got to understand, like, the whole side of like education and information. It's a whole different world, man. You got to be doing while providing as well. I'm not fucking saying that to give you some kind of sympathy of like, my work's hard work. What I'm saying is it's better for me to show up and just value your guys' time, give you the presentation of what you need, the conversations you need, so that way you feel like I'm respecting your time. And then I shut down and I go do more work so that way I can hop on more and give you more information to respect your time. I think we're seeing this right now with, like, okay, great example. We're going to open up everything. Great example, though. Burnt Peanut didn't just only blow up because of his avatar. It helped. It was like an advertising, this fucking goddamn mic stand. Oh, God, oh! It helped. There's one key thing that so many people miss on that podcast he was on with with Optic. Burnt Peanut said, and I quote, "The second I'm live, I'm on. I'm entertainment for you. I want you to forget about your day. I want you to forget about your problems." And so, like, here's a great example to the people asking, like, I feel like there comes a point where I can't keep up or I'm burnt out. It does every time, Fox. It's doing it right now, and you guys can't see it, but I can see it out of the corner of my eye, and it's fucking pissing me off. But you guys get what I'm saying? Burnt Peanut puts in reps because his whole entire thing is completely different. He is in character the entire stream. Him, Sketch, all those guys, because their whole entire thought process is while they are there, they are entertainment. They are your escape for your shitty day, your problems, yada, yada, yada. Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm just, bingo, optimizing time and not just wasting energy on dead air. I couldn't do this for 5 hours a day. That's just the reality. That's where my weakness falls. If I could talk about this shit for 5 hours a day, be live 5 hours every single day, sell my blueprints, sell my consulting, get more memberships, monetize the fuck out of it, sure, I would do that if it was valuable. I can't do that. It's not possible for me to do that. Maybe that's a weakness. I'd argue it's not. It's just that's the window that I operate. I get off. I go work on other things. I optimize my time efficiently. I don't try to waste your time by dragging it out longer, pretending that, like, hey, just stay and be a viewer for longer. Stay longer. I admire creators like Burnt Peanut. They can. I think a lot of people just had that energy 24/7 and crazy. Even if you look at guys like Tim, Doc, who else? These guys that, like, they're not like Tim's not in character every stream, right? But that guy is on every stream. He's got his systems. He's got his everything. I disagree, Bobo. I think you like Sarge. Listen, I tell Sarge this straight to his face. This is what I do with creators. I tell it straight to his face. Sarge is dressed up his entire stream. Sarge has a pivot point. He 100% does. 100%. And you may not see that because I know you're a friend of his. It's completely different. Sarge has this introduction presentation. I've tried to help Sarge so many times. He could have killed it in content for the last few years. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Dude, he's got a great community. He does his thing. He's a great person. Again, I'd say this all to his face. So I'm not like talking shit. I would tell this to his face. I would think it would help him, to be honest. But Sarge has a pivot point. I've told him this for years. For years. I've said this to him before. Sarge snaps over from, how do I keep you engaged? High energy, yada, yada, yada. And he'll have those little moments when he gets more subs and the right person comes through. But he's not on 24/7 like fucking Peanut, man. Come on, give Peanut some credit. That guy, like, I don't think you guys get it. I don't think you guys get it, guys. Peanut, the second he starts his stream, that guy is in. You're not going to be let down. He is going to include you in chat. He is not going to lock you out. He's going to make this stream feel like they're a part of it. He's going to make the stream feel like they're a part of the jokes. They're a part of the moments. Holy shit, did you guys see that? Oh, by the gods. Oh, like those little comments, you guys realize that's not for the people that he's with and like just shit he's saying out loud. You guys realize it's an entire thing to bring you guys in. That's what, and he literally said it. Dude needs a vacation. Clanker, can I ask you something? Anybody in here? If you guys were high on life, riding the biggest wave of your life, making millions of dollars, would you want a vacation? I don't think it's a debate if he needs a vacation. I don't think he just wants to. I think that guy is, when it becomes addictive, it's just different, man. It's this shit. I know that I took a couple weeks off to do some shit, but like, you know, I put in the video I put out yesterday. Why content clicked for me again. I'm like, people making the comments that I'm in flow state. Like, dude, you're just pumping out shit. I love it, dude. I'm locked. I really didn't want to take the time off these last couple weeks, although they were needed. I definitely needed to. But I only took it off from streaming. I kept producing videos. I got brand deals coming. We'll have a sponsored stream tomorrow. Oh, by the way, so the Bovada streams are no longer going to be on my channel. We're going to be streaming on Bovada. So I got an even better deal. 3 streams this month, cash in hand, no money lost. I'll be on their site. I don't even have to promote gambling on mine. Win, 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 win. Yeah, sorry, it's crap. I didn't tell you about that. Yep. So when you're locked in, it's hard to stop for a week or two. Well, you don't even feel like you have to stop. You just love it, man. You just love it. Guys, listen, I know we banter. I know I joke. I know I make fun of you guys. I know this is the part where I'm a little bit more vulnerable and I let you in and it gives you more power. I love this shit, man. I love the community we're building. I look forward to it. I feel blessed to do it. Like, it's not just some bullshit. Have I asked for 1 sub? Have we gotten 1 membership? Nothing. We've not gotten any of that today. So I'm not trying to say it to manipulate the idea of more money. Ooh, I'm saying something nice to get somebody to give some shit because it's just been happening left and right. I missed y'all. I like this shit because It's a win-win-win. It's good for my brand. I get to learn more from you guys. It challenges me, and it's just content. It's continuous content. Flow state is an understatement. Shut up. That's why I love this job promotion. It's taking away from my streaming, which I love, but goddamn, the money ain't good, which I love more. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I took a $15,000 pay cut a month over these last 8 months. $15,000 a month pay cut. I'm mentally and in life, I'm in a much better position. So take that with what you will. Obviously, I don't know your details too much, Ziggy. But, you know, that job can always be there. It really can. We stress about this. He obviously hates money. Scrap fucking yells at me all the time. I just don't know. I got a toxic relationship with money. I don't respect it like some people do. And maybe that's a really bad thing. It's probably why I fucking degened a lot of it away these last couple of weeks while I had time off too. It's probably not good that I don't have the amount of... See, I don't respect money. God damn, I don't know how to put this into words, man. Maybe some of you guys can help me out with this. It's not that I don't respect money. It's that, dude, I value my existence on this earth way more. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. Money made is money spent. Yeah, dude. What's up, Zoob? Yeah, like, I don't know, dude. It's so ignorant to say this, but like, it comes, it goes, man. It like, there'll be more money, dude. Everybody tries to, you know what's funny is everybody scares you so they can make more money, which is ironic. They make you feel like this is your opportunity and it's gone. And it's not, dude. It's not. Guys, if you want to make good money, there's ways you can fucking scam people to make good. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it. There's jobs you can take that will pay for your time. Somebody else is benefiting off of it. But like, I don't know, man. I get in these calls with a couple creators that just kind of, I just got a text the other day from a buddy that's like, I need to get my mind right, man. And I do those calls for free. I don't like charge people for that shit, man. A couple content creators that I know if they're struggling. And like, I know this sounds so shitty because some of these people are my friends, but they go in these venting sessions and they're like, I'm so stuck, man. I'm so stuck. Like, this is my threshold. I got to make this. I have to show up every day. I just don't want to be here anymore right now. I want breathing room. I want this. And while I'm talking to them and giving them ideas of long-term, how they can get out of it, all I am is grateful, man. All I am is just super fucking grateful. I'm just so grateful that I'm not in that position right now. Money controls you, honestly, your mindset, your goal. Right. And that's where when I had that cash flow last year, that's where I was. I wasn't really controlled by it, but I allowed it to control me. I made it control me. You know what I mean? Money is cool and all, but making a difference and yeah. So I guess that's my mentality is that money I was making last year, I wasn't providing real value to people. I was creating rage bait content and just trying to manipulate ways to monetize the best ways off of it. That's really all I was doing. But like, people weren't leaving streams and weren't finding value from shit. They just weren't. Like, that's just the fucking reality of it. And like, listen, not everybody wants that. I'm not saying that like everybody should fucking go live and want to provide value. I just feel like any time in my life that I've showed up and I'm like, give more value, give more perspective, give help to other people. It's like me cutting out that $15,000 a month. I know this is cynical, but my mindset is this. I think that is going to come back to me 2x, 3x long-term by doing it the right way. I just really do. Personally. That's just me. You call it cringe, call it what it is, but that's just me. You do your thing your own way, and that's why I'm doing my thing my way. My current job makes my day either shit or good. I try to separate the stream from it. Oh, that's good too. You treat stream kind of like as an escape, essentially. See the camera shake from your elbow being on the table will give you motion sickness. Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. Oh boy, here we go. Why every time when you come into my fucking stream are you listen, you complain. Who hurt you? I don't know why that started. Who hurt you? Let's talk. Let's get to the bottom. Chat, let's have a therapy session. Let's have a therapy session right now with this young man. Dirty. Who hurt you? What happened? What happened? Oh, what happened? Did she break your heart? Did she break your heart when you were 15? Where does it hurt? Are you not getting sucked off enough? I can relate. We can talk through this. We can be men. Why do you come in here every time and you yell at me? Who hurt me? Genetics? you got sooner height? Or you got sooner height? Dirty. Give me a hello first. Give me a good morning, beautiful, before you start yelling at me about shit. I'm sorry. I got to figure out why the cam does do that. I got to figure it out. I'm sorry. The cam shakes a little bit. I be doing this all the time. Anybody else do that with are you guys, it's actually not my elbow. It's, I lean on the desk and then I do the, is that like ADHD? That why you jump your leg up and down? You guys know what I'm talking about? I know you motherfuckers in here do it. Last time I was yelled at indirectly right off the rip. Wait, why? What did I yell at you for? Good morning, deuces. What did I yell at you for? I didn't fucking yell at you. I never yell at my viewers. I respect my viewers' time. I don't ever yell at my viewers. Come on, guys. By the way, where's my money for being live today? Isn't that how this works? Isn't this how this works, guys? Where's my money for being live? I absolutely shake my knee all the time. Yeah, I don't know why the fucking, I guess maybe the bad thing about this camera mount is it picks up everything from the desk. Well, to be fair, if my desk was more sturdy, it wasn't a standing desk, it probably wouldn't vibrate as much. Sorry, Dirty. I'll fix it. Is that what it is? What advice would you give someone who wants to start producing content and figure out how to produce even more content when just starting out? If you don't get the blueprint, if you don't get the creator or streamer blueprint, set objectives. I'm gonna ruin a little bit of my next video that we're working on right now. Wait, also too, while we're here, I want to see what you guys think about the. I think I cooked a little bit on the thumbnail. Maybe it's bad for my channel. So if you guys aren't in my Discord, we have certain sections and stuff, and I share certain shit. So I got all the packaging for the next thumbnail. Already in the Discord. Let TikTok see this. So a little sneak peek. Get you guys a little sneak peek. So that's what do you guys think? I think it's good. I think it'll do good. I know it's a change of pace. Title, I posted 90 days straight and got my life back. Kind of like one of those like double things. Like, wait, how did people articulate this idea like posting more, being more consistent? It's going to take away time, but it actually helped me get time back. Now, why did I even bring that up? What was the fucking question? God damn it. Start producing content. So one of the things I talk about in this video will be coming out probably tomorrow. Gotta record it. I gotta shut down here in a second and record this for the editor. What are you showing? I'm showing the YouTube homepage with my thought. It's in Discord if you want to see it. I went to the chat page. Yeah, I did. I went to the chat page. What do you mean you can't? Oh, fuck me running. Sorry, YouTube didn't see it. There you go. Thank you. Good call. Sorry. So this is why I showed TikTok. TikTok got to see this. So this is the packaging for the next video. I posted 90 days straight and got my life back. Now, the point with this is when you're in those early stages and you want to start producing more, you want to get better at producing content, the less game plan you have to just show up and do, the more you complicate. It seems counterintuitive, but it is. You're like, well, I don't know what content to produce. But I'm telling you, if you know you're getting up today and you know you're producing content, there's no like that eliminates one thought process. Am I posting something today? The next thing becomes what to post. Over time of you consistently showing up and posting, you're going to start creating an idea system, which in the blueprints, that's an important thing. I talk about how ideas need to be readily available. You need to be able to grab an idea left and right. When you think of something, you need to be able to write it down. So over the course of taking 90 days and consistently posting and pushing yourself, you eliminate the friction of like, am I going to post something? And then over time, you naturally create a system where you're like, what do I start posting? Okay, well, I got to start gathering ideas so I'm not constantly running behind. To where you constantly feel that anxiety. And it's through the repetitions of doing where you get to the end result. The best way to give this comparison is I want to lose weight. I want to gain muscle mass on day one, right? That's your goal. But you don't know where to start. Go to the fucking gym. That's a really good start. The best start you can do is just say, I'm going to start going to the gym every day. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You will start to get habits. You will start to figure out what body parts hurt on different builds, and you'll start being like, oh, I want to improve my bench. Let me learn more about bench pressing. And, oh man, I've noticed I've lost 2 pounds. What's been working? I want to start doing that more. We spend so much time as content creators analyzing and stressing the potentials. Where do I go with this? What do I do with this? This is why the blueprints, I had that, for anybody tuning in, I had my first negative response about my blueprint. This guy bought it, emailed me this week, and I'm really disappointed with this. Why are you disappointed? He's like, I was expecting for you to tell me at what point do I clip things on my stream? What do I put out there? I'm like, brother, that's not a blueprint, and it doesn't say anywhere that's what you do. This is all about building habits and systems. You wanted me to give you content and not a fucking game plan. It says it in the information, what it is, what you're getting. So you fucking misunderstood. But the point is, if you want to get in a position to where you're getting real results, you don't want to have to be asking other people what to do 24/7. Imagine starting a business and every day you're just like, how do I make money? No, at a certain point, you figure out the problem you're solving. You start packaging that. And you keep fucking promoting it. Like, what's up, Jack? Wow, this fucking cocksucker. Jack, you want to buy a streaming PC from me? Slay, selfishly, here you go, Scraplet. Slay. You want to get good at producing content? If you're just a content creator, you're trying to lock some shit in and stick to something, go buy the creator blueprint. Listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Starting off there will fucking help a lot of people substantially. Is it overwhelming at first? Sure. Does it get you hyped at first? Sure. Is it less glorious the first week you're in? Because it's like, okay, here's the systems, here's the tool. Fuck, I actually have to stick with this. Yeah, it's structure. That's exactly what it is. That's what I preach all the fucking time. Dude, so many of you guys are problems. It's not, what do I produce? It's not fucking, how do I get the views? It is, what are you, dude? What are you building? What's the long-term goal? And what are you doing to stay consistent? How are you holding yourself accountable? What are you doing to consistently get you from point A to point B and to be better? Like, that's really end of. Are you better after Q1? Both the blueprints are $25. I don't need a hug. I'm feeling great today. Started TikTok February 15th, had 1,000 followers, 300 on YouTube. Kind of hitting a brain fog. What's next? Consistency. That's another reason. Great alley-oop question. I didn't pay him to say that, by the way. That's another thing. Yeah. How many times have you guys in here felt like you made momentum and then you start panicking? How do I keep this? Fuck, what if it stops? What if it dies out? Shit. Oh, I found some momentum. Where's it going? This is why in the blueprints, you got to assess analytics weekly. What There's a reason you got 1,000 followers. There's a reason why you got 300 subscribers. There was a video that did better over others. Go fucking look into that. Go look into that. Can we find the blueprint on the damn battlegrounds? This guy's obsessed with Arc Raiders. Is the new update any good, guys? Should I play it this week? What's up, Shadow? I'm getting brain fog. I will have to take a break because my brain is empty. No, you don't. You don't have to take a break because your brain is empty. You're not fucking putting anything in the fucking organization. You're not putting down ideas, building a system. The idea system you talked about, I like, and I started that recently. Good. It said, I harp about it pretty heavily in the blueprints, but I'm like, if you can't fucking note down an idea within 30 seconds, you don't have a good system. I know it sounds cringe and lame to some people, but that just is what it is. You want to scale. You want to get better. You want people to take you more serious, but you don't want to do the things to do it. What are we talking about? Caffeine and Zen, I can lock in for 8+ hours and have on anything, no problem. There we go. Do you sell any graphics or transitions back? No, I'm not a creative like that anymore. I used to do that back in the day. But not anymore. Just got to keep posting, but now I'm second guessing all my lighting, just over my overall look now. So you found momentum and you want quality upgrades, and you're getting in your head because you think you need those things to be better. And my stream is one of the worst places to try to educate you on this because fucking of the quality that I have, but this is only here because of the experience I have. Maybe slow down on that, man. Maybe you need to work on your lighting a little bit, okay? Maybe that's valid. The biggest thing I'm asking is your fucking audio good? Is your audio good? Is your audio good? Can people understand you? That's first and foremost. That's the number one thing I tell a lot of people to invest into first. Some of these motherfuckers will be yapping into fucking a tin can and will want a fucking $6,000 camera. If none of my off-stream content gains traction, how do I figure out what to pivot to? Well, maybe you don't need to pivot. Maybe you're just not doing that good of a job with your off-stream content. Maybe you're also super stressed about what... Okay, what do you mean by gains traction? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about the platforms don't do well, or gaining traction into your stream? Because this is what we talked about and went over last month. Of so many of you guys are super stressed about trying to funnel people over to Twitch and Kick and shit, and you guys are absolutely sleeping on the behemoths of the algorithm platforms that a lot of you build. Like my TikToks don't get hardly any views. Well, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be basing everything off TikTok. Hopefully you're also doing Instagram and YouTube. I've tried a few styles. Have you stuck with something consistently over like 2 to 3 months? Be honest. Like, have you stuck with something consistently day in, day out for like 2 to 3 months? Have you done that? Which blueprint do you recommend for someone who streams 3 times a week, shorts every day, videos 2 times a week? Are you primarily a streamer? How late am I? Fuck, we're done. We're shutting down. TikTok has worked the best. Hold on. Normally it's like 2 weeks, right? You're not giving it enough time. Guys, this is why it's called the 90-day blueprint. That answer is why everybody asks 90 days. I get that question all day. Why not 3 weeks? Because 2 to 3 weeks is not enough. We do this all the time. Some of you guys will start something, you get amped up about something. I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to start doing this. You do it for 1 or 2 weeks. It doesn't work. You're like, oh, fuck, it's not working. No, you're just not doing it long enough. I tried YouTube Shorts, but I cap out at 1K on there. So let me explain something to you guys. The reason why you cap out on certain views on certain platforms, like the 300 viewer TikTok jail and the 1K shorts, those are the test views. I have a consulting call with a customer next week where their streams are doing okay. They have a community, they have an okay community, and they want to scale, and they think that their TikTok and YouTube is doing good, but they're like, I want it to do better. And I went there, and it's really not. It's the give me views. It's YouTube is testing that post, and the 500 to 1,000 views is not like people that are engaged and actually watching. I heard we have to post 3 to 4 times a day to have a chance to make it. Depends what you are. If you're a Call of Duty creator, I mean, that's pretty fucking accurate, man. If you're just a Call of Duty creator relying on Call of Duty gameplay, yeah, you got to be mass spamming, essentially, and try to win a little bit of a lottery. But, I mean, you put more quality into some of the shit and there's more dialogue. It's completely different. It's subjective. This is why it's not a one path for all. It doesn't work like that. That's why I can't stand people that give the advice like that. Hey, you want to grow your stream? Just do this. That's not how it works. Streams are valuable in different ways too. Oh, dude, the amount of people over the last couple months, as we've been pivoting more and I've been creating more content and trying to give back more information and share what I've even been learning even more. The amount of people that base their whole entire narrative over, yeah, but the end goal of a streamer is get people in your stream to subscribe. No, it's not. I am utilizing a prime example of where streaming is moving forward. I don't stress about subs while I'm live. I don't. I'll end today's stream and I'll have, 5 people bought a blueprint and bought a LUT pack or will hire me for consulting. And this is where a lot of brands are taking streaming. This is why a lot of mainstream is getting into streaming. Because brands can see the idea. Like, you guys think Nike is going to start streaming at some point because they see that you guys will give them subs? No. They'll start streaming because they see while they're live and they promote the new special and they really talk about it authentically. They have the right person on talking about it authentically. Their sales are going to boom while they're live. Yeah, I can't get out of the test views because my short scroll rate is like 40% of people scroll past. Wait, 40% people stay or scroll past? Make sure you have that correct. Make sure, because if you have 60% of people stay to watch a short, you're actually in a kind of decently healthy range. That's why I wasn't sure if I keep trying one stop. Yeah, I mean, dude, 2 weeks is not enough. It'd be funny seeing Nike stream with Air Jordan VTuber, not gonna lie. I mean, if you guys don't think it's gonna come, it's scroll past. I'm like 55 to 65% stay rate. First off, that's decent. You start getting into like the 70% rate, you're gonna be looking pretty good. What's the retention? So you get people to stop and give you a chance, so your hooks are okay. But what's your retention? How long are people staying on average past that? My guy, appreciate you. What do you think about dual streaming? Like multi-streaming? That's what I'm doing. Do you think a mix of gaming and PC building content is a good mix? I mean, not if you're not based on this idea of you want to be represented as like a gaming streamer. If you're doing it to benchmark tests, sure, but I think you should be leaning into the PC building side, personally. Like if you were to hire me to help your fucking shit grow, I would say don't fucking do a fucking 6-hour stream of you playing the game and be like, well, the worlds connect. Dog, if you're providing value in PC building and that's what people are coming there for, a couple of people might come through and say hi and watch you play a game, but that's not what you're building. You're providing information. When I grind a minimum of 2 short uploads a day and streaming minimum 4 hours on a schedule, what do you mean? What happens when you do that? No, I haven't seen any of the April Fool's jokes. I want to lean PC content, but just have gaming as extra. Why? Why do you want to have gaming as extra? That's what I always ask people that have a thing they want to do, but then they're like, oh, I got to do gaming too. Why? Let me ask you this question. If I told you, here's a $100,000 deal to be a content creator, but you don't stream games, would you take it? would you take the deal? How fast would you take that deal, Zach? Absolutely. Okay. So you're taking one thing you want to do and build a brand off of, and you're taking another thing that you enjoy to do and you watch other people do, and you think you have to do that content. You don't. There's things like the fucking worst thing about the streaming space is the manipulation to think that everybody has to be a gaming streamer. You don't. You do not have to be a gaming streamer. You don't have to have that be content. Why can you not just enjoy that for yourself? Well, I enjoy doing games, so I figured why not just be live while I'm doing it? Why do you have to be live while you're doing it? If you're trying to be intentional in one aspect, why are you just randomly throwing other shit out there? No one says that literally. No one says what? I want to focus on building PCs and flipping them. Okay, then you should do that. That's what you should do. You should go extremely fucking hard in that. What's your end goal for the end of this year? No one says he have to be a gaming streamer. That's my point. Thank you for repeating what I said. Yeah, I'd watch you building the PC over playing a game any day of the week for sure. Just my personal thoughts on that. We had a great example of this like a few weeks ago. We had that barber come through. And he actually had a even decent following. He's like, I like playing games though. How do I intertwine them? I'm like, it's very simple. You don't. You can like let your gaming be a pillar of what you do, for sure. There's no reason you can't like separate the idea that you're a gamer. And ironically, I use the what's the big guy, Vince or something like that, Vix Cuts. I used that guy as an example at that time, and I said, look at Vix Cuts. Like, he just focuses on doing celebrities, motivational stuff, and like it's like the barber with the mix of that. I was like, who knows? Maybe that guy's into gaming. Dog, if not 2 weeks later, he did a collab with Soar Gaming and was like, I started making YouTube videos because of your guys' Call of Duty trick shot videos. Even he took something, inspiration from being into something. He went full on the barbershop route, and he still has people know he's into gaming now. They know he does gaming, but he doesn't go out there and fucking uploads fucking montages and fucking game highlights and shit. This is where like you can like, okay, I'm not doing gun content right now, right? I'm not fucking making coffee. You guys know that I'm into coffee. You guys know that I'm trying to lose weight. Have I done one lifting stream? You guys know it's a part of my pillar. It's something that I'm taking serious. I've talked about these things. I don't hide them, but you guys know that I'm a gamer. I have the gaming content shit. I have the gaming setup where I use for my own time. I talk about those things within the setup. You don't see me playing a fucking game right now. It's the same thing for you, man. Like you're building gaming PCs. We know you're going to be into gaming. There's no questioning it. And like, sure, you want to do a special thing every now and then. You can leverage the idea of like, do a special stream, man. New fucking 60 series cards come out. You get access to one. You're doing benchmark tests. What can this actually do? Right? It's a part of your pillar. It's part of who you are. So it's conversation starter, right? But you're like, don't look at it as like, how do I successfully this week put out 3 videos on building a PC and also try to upload fucking 5 clips from the new Call of Duty game? Don't do that. Don't do that. Nice black rifle coffee hat. Prime example. Saint hung handsome individual in chat. Still grinding through that 9 to 5 brother, and 2 hours of content creation being either videos or streams each day. Was at 92, went up to 127 subscribers. Getting there slowly. Nice, man. Oh yeah. Is a perfect medium. It's like what you do, Big E. I try, Tim. I try. I know so much about PC, software, and tech, and system engineer, but don't know how to start content. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. Can I give you guys a fucking... Do you want to become filthy fucking rich, Ty? Do you want to become filthy fucking rich? Filthy rich? Take everything you know, learn AI, educate people on how to use AI. You will be one of the fucking leading people over the next 2 years. I wish, dude... I use AI for a lot of shit, but the deeper nuances to things that people like developers, engineers already have a head start of understanding things. It's insane, man. Everybody that I know right now that is killing it in the utilization of AI in the content creator space, they have like the previous, like the fucking, like what you just said, system engineer, tech, like they understood the deeper nuances of things. So they see when these updates come out with like AI and like the agents and the co-work, right? Or whatever with Claude and whatnot, they know the deeper parts. You being educated with some of this shit, dude. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Well, I'm not even just talking about the leveraging it to make your own content. I'm talking about there's about to be a huge boom of people that are disconnected from AI where they're going to need guys like that understand the nuances to help implement AI into their shit. I'm thinking about hiring somebody. I just don't know where to start with the deep shit. People talk about this, people talk about that. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking implement. And I'm about to just pay somebody a lot of money to be like, get in a call with me and help fucking set this up and make it make sense. And then from there, I'll get it going. And if you don't think there's businesses with millions of dollars that want to start doing that, come on, man. I'm working in logistics. I put 20 hours a week into on AI to prep for my future. Yeah, that's what you got to be doing, man. That's what you got to be doing. I've been using Claude to build a multi-chat viewer. Helps me read my chat for Twitch. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. Dude, I'm so slacking on. I'm just now moving over to Claude, and oh my God, my world is opening up. So like just a deeper understanding, you know, Scrap, I know Scrap was kind of, he kind of gave me shit for buying multiple subscriptions. Oh boy, they're all different, man. They really are. So I try to organize all my entire taxes on ChatGPT, and I thought it was working. I thought it was working. I had all these prompts and these chats, and I was putting in all these statements and organizing this and CSV files. And I thought I was going to get this big brand thing at the end where it was organized, it was structured, boom, give it to my accountant. I go to run a prompt 2 weeks ago. It's part of the reason why I took time off. And I'm like, okay, let's put this together. What am I giving my CPA? And I get the thing. I go to download it, put it into Google Sheets. It's a template. And I'm like, hey, there's no information in this. And it's like, oh, well, it's too many lines of data and back and forth. So I made you a template so you can input. I'm like, dog, I could have been doing that my fucking self. That's what I've been doing every year. It's literally what I've been doing every year. You just basically helped make a fucking Excel version of the Excel versions I've already made. So I went to start doing it all over again my old way, and somebody was like, yeah, you won't have that problem with Claude. And I was like, I waited a couple days and debated. I'm like, I don't want to have to learn another AI and think I can do that. Oh, dude, it's different. It is different. What's up, John? With Claude, I literally was able to, over the course of the last week and a half, put everything in there. Find my miles to everything, every statement, give every breakdown. This is the vehicle I traded. This is this time. Yada, yada, yada. This is the gambling revenue. These are the deposits. This is how much I made here. Here's the 1099s. I used the more advanced chat. It took, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. It was doing this and was saying, break down this. It was saying, break down this. And then poof, I get this whole entire thing. Big E's, 2025, yada, yada, yada. Dude, not only did it do what I typically do, was just like summarize everything. It gave me multiple documents with a breakdown of each thing for my CPA. Hey, here's an introduction thing. So over the year, he did this. Now, to be clear, he doesn't have this sponsorship anymore. So for the 2025 taxes, make sure you're cutting his quarterly deposits into this. And by the way, if you want to know exactly in detail the revenue from this, from this, go to section 1 of so-and-so of this page. Insane. Chat GPT could never right now. Could never, not saying that it can't down the line. But then you learn this. Like I can't go to Claude and I can't go to Chat GPT and say, like, really, I can't use those for images. You got Midjourney. Midjourney is, so you guys have been seeing it in some of the recent videos. I've been using Midjourney for some of the background accents for shit. I got the screenshots in Discord right now of the packaging for the next video. That's Midjourney. But then what you start learning is you can use other AI to help you with other AI. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do in Midjourney? Okay. Claude, you said that Midjourney is better for or photo production for thumbnails. If this is my thumbnail, if this is what we're making and I need an image for this, what prompt would I use for Midjourney? Got it. Here's your prompt. Now, so deeper nuance to it. Okay, so you got ChatGPT is good for like the meat and bones, the fast. It's like the Google. Claude is this like fucking development machine. It's the system operator. It's the engineer. Midjourney is the specialist in the image production, right? And then out of these, you can't just take a fucking stream and put it into ChatGPT and say, cut out some stuff. Now you have Opus. You literally fucking take. So here's the thing where like, this is just a great example. So many of you TikTok streamers, right? I don't know if you guys know this. When your TikTok stream's done, you can go to your dashboard. You can download your entire TikTok vertical stream. Type 1 in chat if you knew this. Type 2 in chat if you didn't know this. And again, to clarify what I mean is, after your stream is done, you can download your entire vertical stream on TikTok. So if you are multi-streaming to TikTok, oh well, apparently you guys know more than me. Fuck, my bad. So apparently, if you guys are multi-streaming to TikTok, and some of you guys were like, I want to get vertical clips, I don't know where to get shit. You can go into your TikTok Studio app from your previous stream. You can download the entire vertical VOD. You can take that vertical VOD. You can go to Opus Clips. You can upload it. It takes a little bit to do, but it will take your entire stream and try to cut out the clippable moments. Now, I'd say 70 to 80% of them are junk. You're going to have to take time going through and figuring out which ones are best for you. But nonetheless, you will come out with fucking clips that it has made and has produced. Any insights to use these AI things to incorporate it into long-form wildlife African content? It would be like National Geographic type stuff, not just video ideas, but for workflow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's lots of ways. I don't know where you're starting. Are you trying to produce the video footage, or you have the video footage and you're trying to utilize AI to incorporate the production of it? Like, where are you starting out with it? What's sad for me is I have the same setup as you, but make no content. Well, lock it in, Ty. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing? Let's lock it in. That's where the whole scene's going. Group of AI specialists. Right. And that's brings me back to the point. Some of you guys, like you, Scrap, or the person in here that was like tech and engineer, you guys have a huge leverage to where if you guys start educating yourself on the AI itself, not even just utilizing it for your own production, but packaging it to help out with other people. Oh my God, you guys have a huge opportunity. There's so many. So what stat did I see? Let me try to break this down the right way. So it was like, of the world's population in the online world, 80% of people haven't even opened up AI one time. That's where we are currently right now in 2026. So while everybody's fear mongering and feeling like the ship has sailed and you guys are fucked, 80% of people haven't even opened up AI. In the online world, people that use tech devices, 80% of people haven't even touched an AI. So of the 20% of people that have opened up AI, the majority of that is just like they've opened up AI one time. They've downloaded ChatGPT and they checked it out. 4% of the people in the online world that have internet actively will incorporate AI into their shit. These are some of you guys in chat. You have ChatGPT. You probably go to it now instead of Google to figure out something. You don't like implement it into your systems and like monetize off of it, and you're helping it build your content and everything and treating it as an assistant. 4% of people with tech in the online space that could have access to AI, only 4% in the world of people actively just check out AI and use it just, for general basic stuff. 1% of the world's population is actively I'm 1%. Some of you guys in here that are actively setting up agents using Claude, You're using it for your business. You're setting it up to start helping it with other businesses. We are the 1%. That is the opportunity right now. You can multiply. You can use multiple agents, a content agent, and dude. I don't know where to begin with this. And what I'm saying, Ray, is like you have an opportunity to monetize off of this. Some of you guys that watch the videos, or when we talk about the content blueprint and we talk about the monetization stage, if people ask you the same if people ask you the same question 50 times, there's a problem, and that problem is valuable, and that's something you can sell. And that's what I do. You guys will notice that I get the same fucking questions. I give general advice and free stuff, but I also package it and I sell it because these are problems that can be solved. The same person that constantly comes in and is like, I just don't know how to get my setup set up like this. You can watch a couple of my videos. Okay, that's not good enough. Okay, you can hire me to fucking do your shit. It's a clear problem. It's just something people ask all the time. People are always asking, lighting and setup. How do I get my setup to look like yours? It has been something I've been getting asked for fucking 8 years. 8 years. Yeah. Absolutely, coffee. Shout out to the coffee team. Shout out to the coffee team. Question, what's the best multi-streaming and multi-software to run on OBS? I use Atom. Yeah, I use Atom. Yeah, I talk about a lot of the shit in the videos and whatnot. Good questions today, too, by the way, guys. I think this has been... I was a little... Because we're just yapping today, and I was like... I'm actually surprised how much of today's conversation wasn't just, what camera do you use? Like, you guys are like, this is a good conversation. What's up, Miller? I was just wondering where you had been, where you are. 10 minutes until it's lunch break. Lacking, about to dive into the streamer blueprint. My guy. What are you using to stream to TikTok right now? So I'm doing OBS, virtual camera out to TikTok studio. I do, Joey. Just because I have them. There's no other reason to do it. I have the cameras. I just do it. I bounce Gemini and Chatbot off of each other to build an app in about 4 hours. That's exactly what I do. So everything that I use to organize, like all the sheets documents that I make, I go back and forth between them. Anybody that has... Anybody that has the blueprint, I made some of it to an extent, and then I basically have like Gemini refine it, because I'm not good at like formulas and shit and sheets. I'm really bad with formulas. So see, this is what I was talking about. So for anybody that missed this part of the conversation, I'm working on a creator operating system. So like, let me try to break it down to you guys. So what the creator operating system, so like right here, this is my monthly analytic check-in to, key metrics for the month. So the creator operating system, so the idea is you'd get it, be a quick start guide, recommended workflow, creator setup, yada, yada, yada. 1 second. You have an idea bank. This is where you have your idea, you have your hook idea. So if you think of a good video, things creators waste money on, and you think of a good hook, so you just want to jot it down. Creators are wasting more money on the dumbest shit. Like that's the hook for that. You can pick platform, multi-platform, short, content type, short, long form. You can put this down into like it's a carousel post for Instagram, if it's a live stream comment, if it's a post for X, if it's a newsletter, if you have a website. You can score your ratings. You can put by if you're going to do it versus if it's eventually it's an idea I'll just sit on. You can put the status. Are you working on it right now? You can make notes on it. From there, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Why is this? There we go. From there, you go from your idea bank to your weekly planner, what you're doing in a week. You go into your video pipeline, the videos that you're actually going to set in motion to do production. You got your video workflow, your hook for the video, your setup, the main point you want to accomplish, the multiple points, the payoff. What's the point of me making this video? In the long, you see why I'm like, this might be a little too in depth for people. This might be a little too much. And then a general dashboard where it's like, how many ideas do you have? What's your selected ideas? What are you working on? The more that I'm putting this together, I mean, the production checklist is like your finalized title, your finalized thumbnail, your script outline, your have you recorded your A-roll? Have you captured? And this is all under a formula to where you can assign tasks for editors, your designers. What are you working on versus, so that way, like my editor can go in there and say, I've done this. If, I mean, we just use text messaging, obviously, but the way it's set up to where if we don't have that personal connection, there's editor note and revision feedback to where he can give feedback on things. Hey, I need this from you. And I can go in there and you can structure things. So I'm working on this creator operating system. And I think this one's a little too deep. I think that one's a little too deep, personally. Does that seem overwhelming to you guys? Because I don't think the average person is got like a team. That might be like a pro grade. Like you got a team, you got workflow. Like maybe you're a content manager and you want to buy this to help manage, you know, like you need a system to help manage the people that you're managing. I feel like I like that though, not overwhelming. You think so? I feel like there's a way to package it to be more general. An idea bank, the video you're working on, an idea bank, where you would want to post the video. Are you working on the video? The weekly objectives that you want to accomplish and the video that you're working on right now. I feel like it should just be broken down into that. What do you think? No, that is the weak link for creators is system and organizing. Yeah, but Chad, do you feel like that one is way too in depth? I feel like it'd just be I'm thinking of the person who is like, they're getting some of their first momentum. They've got, 20 to 50 viewers in their stream. They're starting to get content growing and they're generating like $1,000 a month. And they're like, man, this could be something serious. And they want to take it to the next level. I feel like that takes it way above. But maybe I'm dumbing down your guys' shit. Why is your video quality so crisp? I created an OnlyFans filter. So this is what I use for my OnlyFans content. And it's just a filter that I put on. No, I'd use it, but I also cybersecurity. Right. So okay. So Chad, it's a deeper nuance. So what is the world where it's like, I just have to figure out packaging. I don't think that can be a general creator operating system. I think that would have to be like, creative management. Is that good? Jot that down. Sorry. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Sorry. New streamer alert. Sorry, new streamer alert. We're back. Sorry. TikTok didn't see what just happened. The camera battery died. I disappeared for a second. We're back. Okay. Fuck, man. Where was I? Oh yeah. I think we can successfully come up with a creator operating system that breaks down organizing ideas and content to simplify it for the average person. And then, like you said, Chad, you're a little deeper in this. Where would the next step be for that? Which is, I guess, almost creative management. You're like, this is a formula you can use to fucking work with teams. If you're a fucking, because I'm trying to think of the strategists that manage multiple channels. I think that's more valuable for them. Brother, I have a dummy battery on it. It gets me like maybe an extra fucking half an hour of runtime. It's dog shit, brother. It's dog shit. I got to get a new one. Not everyone has the same approach and workflow of management, but if it works for you and that's what it's proven to help folks, that's the option to take it and apply it to the others. Right. And I think the thing is what I built here gets me excited because it's even new things that I don't typically do. And I think that's where I don't think it's just a general creator operating system. There we go. That puts it in that perspective. That's I think this is more advanced than what I would even typically do to manage my content, and I think that causes a problem. I think it's too much. This is what I would use if I was still managing YouTube channels and overseeing their content. And so for those that don't know what that looks like, so there used to be a time where a YouTube creator or a streamer would come to me and they would say, I want to scale. I want somebody to manage my shit. I just want to go live every day. I want somebody to present to me the ideas. I can bounce ideas back to you. We can talk about things. We can get together in weekly meetings and strategy, like what I would like to accomplish this week. We got a new season update coming out. There's this new coming out. We need to come up with ideas. But outside of that, I just want to be a content creator. I want to create content, and I need you to manage everything. I need you to hire the editors. I need you to get the thumbnails going. I don't want to do anything. So there's a level of like that. There's a level of that out there. Appreciate you, mister. And that's who that's made for. There's a different level where a lot of us just need to be organized, and I think I just need to work on that. You think content creators can be successful without following one of the 3 normal types of creation, like being if you're not entertaining in some way, it's going to be really tough. A tool to the track from idea to post. Bingo. And that's what this is, Chad. But this is so deep that a team can be working on it. And that's where, like, I think it gets muddy. I think I just need to take a version of this, simplify it, remove one tab, remove ratings, remove a general thing. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Deadly, 17 months. Looking hung, handsome, and healthy. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Can a 5080 hand 4K for long term? Wait, what do you mean? I'm a project manager, and I do think people that start something new are going too big. I would investigate into the needing scope risk. You get a product that's specific and you're more like a special, right? Bingo. Yeah, dude, 5080 is great. That's what's in mine. That's what's in mine. That's where open call comes in. An agentic AI can create the team. God, there's just so much I got to learn with this shit, man. So what's the difference between OpenClaw and Claude? Every day I get on Claude now, and it's like set up co-work. So what is that? You see my problem? I know a little bit, but I know a little bit to be dangerous myself, but not to be dangerous to the world. I have a 4080 Super as well and another PC. Still great, man. Yeah, you'll be fine, man. That 5080 will do you fine for a while. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. I don't think people like a lot of any tech nerds in here. I don't know if we got Matt in here. Please correct me if I'm saying this wrong. Anything past the 4000 series over the last couple years, there used to be this thing like when the 90 series or would it be 90 like when it 9080 Ti and then 1080 and then yada yada yada. There used to be a time where it's like every few years, like with how much everything has been advancing, there were the upgrades that were like, oh man, like it is like being able to stream and game 1440 and this and that. There were like thresholds. I feel like ever since like the 4080 Super and the 40 series came out into the 50 series, like I don't think people understand how future-proofed those GPUs are. They are so fucking good, guys. So fucking good. but it requires its own space, not attached to your main system to feed it. So that's the one that people are getting another small PC and using OpenClaw to power it. As to where what Claude just allows you to connect to it, but not have to power it. Correct? Welcome, LK. 5090 and a 5080 just puts out so much heat. The 5090 puts out so much heat, does it? Look up OpenClaw Ron. Okay. Anything above 4070 Ti Super will do well, except 5060. The 5060 sucks. Like, it actually legitimately sucks. Really? Yeah, if anything, you'll be upgrading your fucking well, that's why I got the new MacBook. A couple of people were like, what? A couple of people were like, I would wait till next year's MacBook. Because I had a M3 Pro. So I upgraded to the M5 Max. The 4 terabyte. And I got the 64 gigabyte RAM. And the highest, whatever the highest CPU, GPU in the Pro Max, right? The only reason I upgraded is because of the AI integrations. Because I feel like over the next 5 years, that laptop will do, that MacBook will do good. I'm running a 3050 Ti and I feel like I'm still trying to figure out OBS settings and stuff to make my streams look good. Yeah, you're trying to optimize everything, right? Are you multi-streaming too? See, that's where I just feel like my 5080 is just so good because if I wanted to, if I wanted to do everything from one rig, I could. You could justify some settings, game in a high resolution, stream in a certain resolution, record in a different resolution, but you could do it from one PC. Right, Nav, exactly. So I figured adapting to the tech now that is being built for that would probably be smarter. I have a Mac Mini M2 and I have no idea what I can do with it. I can stream TikTok and play Sims 4 though. People still play Sims? God, you're so old. I have the same exact case for them. 5090 makes my RAM overheat. Jesus. There's so much I don't understand about PCs too. 3050 Ti is a laptop GPU question mark? I have no idea. I don't know much about I don't really be doing I don't really be doing the fucking gaming laptops. I feel like my MacBooks have been so much better in experience. I tried to dude, I had at one point in time with that brand deal with Asus, they gave me one of those crazy Asus ZenBooks, and at the time it was like the craziest stuff you could put in a laptop. It didn't even come close to what my M1 Max was able to do. It was night and day different. The second I started putting all my files into Premiere, that laptop started bogging down. My M1 Max, nothing. Like it was nothing. Handled it like butter. So that's why whenever I do the verticals or the videos and people are giving me shit for having Mac and PC, why don't you just do everything on your Mac? I'm like, I don't think you I don't think you really fathom what my Mac is able to do. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people just look at it as like brand versus brand and hardware versus hardware. I'm telling you right now, if you start building layers upon layers in an editing program, a lot of gaming laptops are not keeping up. I don't know. Anybody in here maybe has more insight on what that is, because technically the GPU is better, right? It's got the cores. It's this GPU. But why is it that on a gaming laptop, that shit will just get bogged down, but my fucking MacBook handles it like my gaming PC? I own both too. My Mac kills my yeah. Guys, I have a do I have a command for it? Let's see. I know I did on Kick at one point. So I have a AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. I have an RTX 5080, 64 gigabytes of Kingston Fury, and a couple M.2 SSDs in my gaming PC. I'm telling you right now, my MacBook, I swear to God, edits smoother and better than that PC does. My new M5 Max, everything, and like especially now. So this is what I'm talking about with systems, by the way, to kind of bring you guys in on this. So I've created now. This is why I have the separation of two. So right now, this is my streaming machine, right? And I have it set up. You guys may notice this looks the same as my videos because I have it set up with one switch. And just plugging in a couple cables. I can plug my M5 Pro right behind, and I switch over this setup. I got my keyboard will switch over, my mouse will switch over, right? And then now I'm using my Mac, right? My Mac is content recording now. So this is stream. My OBS here is set up for streaming. My Mac is set up for recording. So when I record on my Mac now, I record at 4K, lossless quality. My files when recording, so that way it's direct in. My audio is lined up to this microphone. I don't have to record on my camera, transfer it to my Mac, record audio on my PC, on my MacBook, line them up. I just record one thing in my OBS on Mac, right? That file size typically is like 200 fucking gigabytes. So the editing process we do now is I take that, I bring it into Premiere, I chop it up, and I develop the pace and the story conversation. Then I take the timeline, I save it, I take the file, I upload it, we put it into Google Drive. My editor now takes that cut up clip, puts it into DaVinci, so he has the timeline, and then he does the retention editing, the zooms, the pans, the music, right? My fucking MacBook, I tried chopping it up on my PC. My MacBook chopped it up better. Because like the more that you start chopping this big giant file, the more you start chopping it up, the more like processing it will take to remember the timelines, to go back and forth, because you're not rendering it. Like people don't understand that with like editing. You're like taking this giant file, this large codec, a lot of data, and in the timeline, you're cutting it up in these areas and you want it to work in real time. But like your computer essentially has to process the idea that it's cut up at that point. That's what the editing software is doing. That's why you still have to render the video, because you're basically doing it in the timeline. It's giving you an example of what you're putting together, these timestamps where you would cut footage and put something there. And your computer has to just register all this back and forth information of like, cut this out. This is here. This is here. This is layered. This is that. This is there. And dude, it's like the more that I do with the file on the PC, it just starts like bogging down a little. Like, guys, we're talking about like the idea, like every now and then it will just like, I'll go to hit play and it's just like, it's got to take a quick second and then it starts going. It's not like a night and day like deal breaker, but I don't have to do any of that on my Mac. It's seamless and it renders it faster. So I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, M4 Pro, 48 gigabytes RAM, the ecosystem that Apple provides. Yeah, and it's I get done editing it. I get done editing a vertical that, again, I record directly into the vertical landscape on my MacBook. So I'm able to take that raw file, put it into Premiere, chop it up, boom, 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 put the things to it, and then I just airdrop it right to my phone. It's all about efficiency. I wanted to explain how I got the two things set up because, again, you know, like what it says in the blueprints and like what I advise people when I look at, you know, where a lot of content creators like, I don't have a time problem. It's like, you have an efficiency problem. You don't look forward to setting up your shot and doing this and trying to find content and doing that because it takes you forever to do. And it's repetitive. If you want to post every day, it just gets annoying. But like when you create a system and a workflow to where you sit down, you just do, and then you get the fuck out of your office. It's night and day difference. Night and day difference. What about Sony? I use a Sony if that's what you guys are asking. Yeah. You should see the craziness of quality on. You should see YouTube. YouTube's where you're going to get the highest encoding and everything. YouTube's where you really see it. The reason why TikTok looks so different from YouTube, by the way, is a couple things. As good as TikTok looks, this is essentially just stream quality, like our webcam quality. So I use just the OB or the USB-C out from my camera into my PC to capture the vertical look over on TikTok right now. And what that does is it doesn't give like the full sensor readout. It just pretty much turns my camera into a webcam. Kind of lowers the encoding, lowers the quality. It can only go max 1080, 30, but it still looks good. But when you come over to YouTube, the reason it looks so much better is you're seeing an FX3 going into my computer at 4K downscale to 1080, and you're seeing a lens that's completely, you're seeing a full sensor readout that is being downscaled in OBS. So it looks, and also the lens. Again, the lens is just different. Say it's a 1.4 lens. It separates me from the background more. It looks a little bit more cinematic. Yeah, it just looks different. So that's why the horizontal stream looks so much different. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I film stuff on the iPhone, and being able to put that on Mac so fast and edit is insane. Yeah, it's quality of life, guys. You will love your job as a content creator way more when you get quality of life back, man. Like this is where I was last year. I was stuck in this idea of, I left my job years ago so that way I wasn't confined to time. I wanted my freedom. I value my freedom. I get one life to live. I want to spend that time with my kid. I want to spend that time traveling. I want to spend that time doing things. And I'm telling you guys right now, there is so much that as content creators, the process you put into things, you waste so much time with it. And you don't know it yet. I can be nosy. Holy cow. It's insane. The quality difference from TikTok. You think TikTok looks good? YouTube is unfucking believable. And this isn't even like, we could be streaming 4K. Since streaming is taking over, how would you go about becoming a Twitch VOD editor for content creators? Side hustle with potential of becoming a full-time editor. It's good that you asked this, since I'm actually teaching an editor how to do this and scale this year. Number one, learn retention editing. Learn to utilize AI, and so I don't know every editing software. So like if you're on Adobe, being able to learn After Effects and implement that. I can't remember what DaVinci's thing is. That's what the editor that I work with is using. Fuck, what is that called? Somebody in here, any editing nerds in here? What is the animation, the custom workflow that you can make? What's that? What's the DaVinci's version? Either way. So so first off, I wouldn't focus on just Twitch VOD editor. Fusion, thank you, Fusion. First off, if you really want to optimize editing, I wouldn't just do Twitch VOD editing. Like, sure, there's a market where you can just basically be like, hey, I want easy money. Let me just, I'll make all your clips for you and give you what you're doing. You're going to be replaced in 6 months by AI for sure. A lot of creators are just going to move over that. Well, I mean, why so? I could pay $200 a year and essentially get damn near the same thing with Opus. Like, just take my stream and have it go in there, and it'll cut up the moments for me that I would be paying you to do. So you don't want to just be like, hey, I'll just get you mass clips. You want to have like some kind of value. And I think where a lot of editors are going to have value in the next year or so is like editors that can do retention editing. Like, you're good at editing by keeping people engaged. You can take a moment and you can add context to it with your editing. I personally feel like I may have screwed myself by deciding to start streaming only on Twitch, just posting clips on YouTube and TikTok. I want to move to streaming on Twitch. I want to move from streaming on Twitch, long form on YouTube. Wait. Yeah, I mean, you did. You shouldn't be only streaming on Twitch. You should be multi-streaming for sure. Clips on TikTok, probably something different. But yeah, because the recipe is just, it's so outdated. Everybody still is living in 2020 where it's like, just go pick one streaming platform, go promote clips on other sites and funnel people over. Those sites are they don't want you doing that, man. They don't want you doing that. They're not, in long term, they're just going to reward people more that are, and you can keep that recipe going, and maybe it works for you to an extent, but you're going to get replaced. Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Let's say you're one of these platforms. Let's say you're YouTube. Let's say you're YouTube, and you have streaming services on here. Who are you going to start rewarding more long term? Honestly. Are you going to start rewarding the people that are building everything on your service, or that are trying to take parts of your service and funnel it to the other platforms? Honestly, what would you do in that situation? What would you do? Fuck that. I don't want people clicking off. The whole game is retention. The whole game is keeping people on sites as long as possible. Right? So, but I think that's basic to understand, right? You guys would get the reason why. Because some people get like very like salty about that. Why would a platform change things to where like I can't still funnel people over to Twitch? Why should they? Why should they, dude? Why should they reward you because you want to bring people over to Twitch where they're going to take 50% of your revenue and put ads all over their page when they can reward the person that's just comfortable with staying on TikTok and YouTube? Push the people who promote my site and push their content on my platform. Right. That's what you're going to do. And then this is where people start saying, well, you're biased because the platform favors you. Yeah, it's because you fucking use it, dumbass. What are you talking about? Why don't you have that energy with Twitch? This is what I never get with this conversation when people challenge this. So you want to criticize TikTok and YouTube for moving in a direction to not want you to push people off their site. You want to say those sites are bad. They want to have a monopoly. But when Twitch tells you, hey, you can't get discovered here, you got to go do the work and bring people over, you're like, oh, that's fine. Twitch, you're allowed being selfish. TikTok, YouTube, even though you have billions of investments, even though you actually are profitable, even though you have a much larger team of developers and scale and brands working with you guys are selfish for wanting to reward the people that are actually using the services. Doesn't make much sense. What's up, Bailey? Latest videos on YouTube. My God, I appreciate you. That's fair. So it's better to drop TikTok. No. So that's fair. It's better to just drop TikTok and just stream long form and YouTube shorts. No. I'm saying you should be everywhere. I'm saying you should not be putting all your eggs in one basket. You have no idea what opportunities could lie in you multi-streaming and you taking TikTok serious for a little bit. So many people look at TikTok as like, it's just like a checked out platform. Like, guys, it's not the best platform for sure. And there's a lot that I can criticize on TikTok. But the reality is this. There's a lot more people on TikTok than there is on Twitch. There's a lot more brands investing into TikTok than there is on Twitch. There's a lot more tools on TikTok than there is on Twitch. Why are you not taking advantage of these things? A lot of you guys still look at TikTok as just a funnel to Twitch. Your perception of it is all off. It's all off. And I'm telling you guys right now, you'll notice in this industry, the second you start bringing real conversation to shit that makes sense, you'll see the platforms that what's the word that I'm looking for? Will spite you for it. And that says everything. Because the reality is this. I can be live everywhere. I can respond to TikTok. I can respond to YouTube. But the more that I publicly talk about TikTok and YouTube, Twitch and Kick don't like that. They hate that shit. They hate it. They hate it. I literally had people at one point in time when I started moving my brand back to YouTube at Kick specifically reached out and was like, why YouTube? Why YouTube? And I'm like, and I was blunt with them. I said, I gave you guys 3 years. Sure, you guys monetize well. Yes, Kick monetizes well. I gave you 3 fucking years. You don't have any moderation updates. There's nothing that you offer in terms of a tech product in comparison over other platforms. I don't own my brand when I'm not live on your platform. And I said, you give me a reason why I should funnel people over to Kick. Guess what I got as a response? Nothing. Nothing. I got no response. They were so worried about losing me because they found value in me being one of the first, yada, yada, yada. And I took advantage of it because at first they moved with real action. They made updates and stuff. There's a lot of hype around it. And then they just stopped. They just stopped. So why would I do that? Nobody can answer me that question because there's not a logical reason for it. It's not. I personally won't go back to TikTok as it ruins my attention span. I'm still feeling the ramifications from that. I stick on YouTube. Like using it, well, just set some rules, man. My old account got banned because I exposed these sites how they treat their people. Also, do you think the new program that has multi-streaming built in would be better than OBS? Wait, what is that? Which one are you talking about? I heard if you mention other platforms on TikTok, they will flag you for it. We don't get flagged for it. The only thing that I can confirm right now on TikTok that there is the thing of is they do push TikTok studio streams more, for sure. Can you give some recommendations on chatbots to give more value to viewers during live streams? I can't because I don't know if you've noticed, we don't have anything in here that I stress about that. Oh yeah, you talking about Meld? Yeah, Meld's the shit, man. I would be on Meld right now if they had so you can't put LUTs on there yet. The only platform you would get flagged for is the Purple app, like on Twitch, like promoting other things. Yeah, weren't they? They were literally at one point in time, wasn't Twitch in? It was like a year or so ago. There was an update where on Twitch, in the bottom, you could put your YouTube, you could put your Instagram, but if you put your Kick link, they would remove it automatically. Guys, that's the biggest red flag. That's a big red flag. If you mention it on the TikTok, they will flag you. Twitch, YouTube, Twitch. Are you guys still here? Are you guys still on TikTok? Let me see if we got still people. Let me see if I still get people joining in. Well, Tech joined. Jen joined. Added joined. Henry just joined. Urban just joined. Krell, Jami just joined. Sorry to be calling all you guys out. I was told that if I say Twitch, I was going to get flagged and nobody else would be able to see the stream. So people are still joining. Chef Gorilla just joined. What's up, brother? Long time no see. Junkie just joined. I'm just seeing if it continues. Wing just joined. I'm seeing if it stops. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing a little. But the most interesting it happens only to some people. So hell, who knows? You know, okay, can I give you guys my theory on this? Let me give you guys my theory. And some people aren't going to like this. My theory on TikTok is this. If you don't get retention, you get pushed out of your shit so fast. And it's easier to say because of XYZ. And I think people have just been giving dog shit advice. I really do. Now, with that being said, I also think there's a threshold where if you get retention on your TikTok lives and you get real interaction, you will exceed a level of them giving a fuck. I could be a little biased for sure. But the great example from this is when I was doing the gaming streams on TikTok, the second I said the word fuck or called somebody a retard, I was banned instantly. Instantly. I was like that. I was banned. Like that. I was banned every single day. Now, knock on wood. Watch, I'm going to end up getting banned this stream for it. Knock on wood. I've been doing these just chatting streams for like a month and a half. A month and a half. I have not gotten banned. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I'm not getting banned one single fucking time for the words that I say. I think if you I think if you start becoming valuable to TikTok, they won't fuck with you. TikTok these streams are much more valuable than my gaming streams. They just flat out fucking are. You guys interact. There's much more retention. Way more people follow. And I think it hits a threshold on the back end somewhere where TikTok's like, let that person live, because there's more value to keep them going here, because we can keep pushing this stream and people can flag it and be pussies about it, but it doesn't matter. People are doing what, people are staying. They don't care. As to where if you're doing a gaming stream and you're losing people left and right anyways, people don't understand like how, like that's the bad thing about the vertical shit is you'll see 60,000 views after your stream's done, but you'll see an average watch time of like 3 seconds. And that's because like, dude, fucking 55,000 people scrolled right past your shit. So the more people that just scroll past your shit because they're not interested, I feel like you hit some kind of like, I feel like you're measured on the back end of value for your retention that you're getting. And like, if you get good retention, they let you bypass certain rules. If you don't get good retention, they just fucking shut your stream off because they want you to be a perfectionist. That's for like the cursing and stuff. But I think the purple platform, that stupid shit, I think it's one of two things. I think one, it's just random people are trying to make up reasons why people aren't staying and watching. And two, I think people are confusing the idea of making your live environment on TikTok or YouTube Shorts dog shit because the only thing you constantly are doing is trying to get them to go over to Twitch. I think it's that. I think it's not that you just mention Twitch and you're just going to be blacklisted from doing well on TikTok. I think the issue is if you just go live and you don't engage with your TikTok audience and value the time they're giving you on TikTok, and you're just constantly like, go to Twitch, go to Twitch, go to Twitch. I think you're going to get restricted. But you're not getting restricted for saying the word Twitch. You're getting restricted because you're taking the environment from one platform and you're trying to move it off. You're trying to discredit everything that TikTok's trying to build in their TikTok live. You're trying to take, like, so many creators and streamers don't understand that E-Man and processing and buttery milk nibbles and chat. All of you guys, this might just be your TikTok window where you're consuming TikTok content. TikTok can see that, man. TikTok has your data down so fucking well. It knows the time of days you're typically going to get on. But now it can tell when you're going to take your shit, man. It can tell when you're about ready to log off because you watch too much. You've gotten fed too many half-naked girls to your feed, so you got to go spank one out on the hub real quick. It can tell when you're doing these things. It feeds you this because it knows for certain windows you're going to click, stay, and watch. Right? So, of course, the platform that sees the user data and sees that they want Chad staying on here for the hour window that he has, of course, they're going to push you out of the rotation in live streams because you're trying to push them off the website. Of course, dude. Of course, they're going to push you out. What I do and what I tell a lot of you guys to fucking do is stop doing that, man. Just let them live on TikTok. There's value there. Now, are you going to make as much on your gifts and roses, which thank you guys for all the roses and gifts over there. Appreciate you guys taking care of Batty. Are you going to make as much over there? No. You're as getting a sub on Twitch. No, you're not. You want immediate pay as a streamer because you haven't found ways to monetize yourself. I argue that keeping the environment on TikTok and YouTube healthy to get better retention and get more people to show up consistently will result in more monetization down the line. Meaning I'm not willing. I think it's smarter to trade off the idea of trying to turn all of you TikTok viewers into subs on my streaming platforms right now. Go give me money on streaming platforms. I think long term, by letting you just live in TikTok and letting you just live on YouTube, the places where you're consuming the content naturally in these time zones, I think it's going to be more rewarding long term. I'm more likely to have you buy a piece of merch. I'm more likely to have you buy a LUT pack. We just, E-Man just literally, I just bought your LUTs. I mean, it's a prime example. I'm basically owning my brand more than trying to force you guys off the platforms with Discovery to try to funnel you to become a subscriber. And I'm actually trying, I put together shit and actually sell you shit. Too many thinking of the quick buck. Oh, and it's so true, man. The debates that I get on for, dude, X is a cesspool with these fucking cards, man. X is a cesspool. I'll explain like creating a business as a brand and leveraging this platform and monetizing across the board. And I'll get people that respond back and are like, yeah, okay, bud. If you're a streamer, the only way to make income is by getting people to gift subs in your stream. I'm like, oh my God, you're so fucking stupid, dude. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. You actually believe that's true. What a lost fucking culture we've come to. If you actually think that's how streaming is supposed to be. That's never how streaming was supposed to be. You provide value and you get something in return. It's literally that. I literally closed the client yesterday after a live. Yeah, dude, Dawood, I'm trying to explain to people, like, people don't see the power in live stream. I'll end the stream and yeah, I won't get 50 subs today. I'll make way more off of LUTs, blueprints, merchandise, consulting, talking about this stuff. And like, dude, a lot of the consulting people don't even talk in my streams. They're business owners, they're content creators that just scroll past. Some content creators you look up to. Shout out if you guys in here. Appreciate you guys believing in me and giving you my time of the day. And sometimes this is why I always tell people you just never know who's watching. I'll get a DM sometimes on Instagram where somebody's like, they're sitting down and they're like, time for my fucking afternoon biggie. I didn't even know they watched me. And they're a content creator with like 2 million followers. 2 million followers. So imagine if every day I tried to just muddy the environment, not provide the value that I can be, and just having conversations that I feel are more important right now, and was just like, everybody give me money, everybody give me money. Oh, go to this platform, go to that platform. You're not valuable here. I don't appreciate the attention that you've given me on TikTok. I want more now. I want immediate now. Imagine how much I would lose. How many of those people would click off? How many people would not take me serious? Well, that right there is 99% of the streaming population. Every streamer wants to be watched. They want viewers to give them their time, their energy, their donations. But like the second they open up their stream or content, it's advertising. I got a meeting next week with a viewer. I shouldn't be taking consulting like this from people, but like I went to his content. He's like, I need help with things. And every one of his verticals, every TikTok chat's not really that toxic. Not much anymore. Righteous. Guys, we'll get the premium stuff going this Friday too. We'll be back with that this Friday. But this creator, all of their vertical content was like, hey guys, we'll be live tonight on Twitch. Hey guys, we'll be live tonight on Twitch. Hey guys, you don't want to miss out this Twitch stream. Hey guys, you missed out this Twitch stream. Look what happened yesterday on Twitch stream. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's the biggest problem do you think new streamers have? Well, I think the majority of them is they have a very false sense of reality of how hard it is to become a successful streamer. I mean, you talk Twitch, 73% of Twitch streamers don't even make monthly income. Let me say that stat again. 73% of Twitch streamers don't even make money. They don't even make money. If you want to make $1,500 a month on Twitch, you have to be the top. Ready for this? You guys ready for this? These are real, by the way. If you want to make $1,500 a month on Twitch, you have to break the top 1% threshold of Twitch. So I think the biggest problem is new streamers think that there's extreme monetization in it, and there's not. It's statistically speaking, you're more like what was the stat that I ran on? I think this was live streaming in general. Statistically speaking, you are more likely to become successful in starting a brick and mortar business in the local area that you live than you are to ever becoming a Twitch streamer, a streamer that is full time in general. Think about that. Meaning, some people are trying, like, their goal is to leave their job. They hate their job, and they're like, I can't start a business. I'm not smart enough, but I'm gonna become a streamer. That seems like a good route to go. There's a lot of money in that. No, you're statistically speaking, you're more likely to go ahead and just in your small town, your big town, whatever, start a business. You'll be more successful. You'll make way more money doing that. Coffee shop, a fucking service, something, dude. You'll be way more successful. So I think the hardest thing is the disconnect in reality of how hard it is to make income off a streamer. I think the second thing that hurts a lot of new streamers is a lot of streamers separate streaming from content creation. They think you're either a streamer or you're a content creator. But in reality, you're a content creator, and live streaming is the live content you're making. Right now, we're creating content. It's just live. This is live content. I'm a content creator. Hi, I'm Big E. I make OnlyFans content. And this is my live content creation part. This is the live content I create. And when you have that mentality and your objective is to just only become full-time and make a career out of just being live, I just gave you guys the stats. You're fucked, man. You're so fucked. Cut one lawn a day for 2 hours and you'll make more money than 98% of streamers. That's a real stat, by the way. That's a real stat. How much does Kick pay? They pay well, but not enough for the lack of tools they have. That was like part of the cut that I took. I went from making... From when I was streaming exclusively on Kick, I went from making anywhere from like, I'll just be honest, it was like some of the months were like $11,000 in Kick pay. And that was like the idea of, I wasn't multi-streaming, I was funneling everybody over to Kick, right? It was a lot of money. But in order to do that, you had to do a lot of work to get people over, for one. And I played ball by what you typically see on Kick. Like, let's just be real. I would just kind of go over the drama, the clickbait shit. And that's why I was saying I was getting value, but I wasn't providing any value to my brand or viewership. People weren't leaving my streams at the end of I was creating an environment where people could come and bitch about the things going on in the world. People weren't leaving my streams and were like, I learned something today. I got something from that today. Yeah. Let's say I average 75 viewers, 5 hours a day. How much will I earn? I don't fucking know, dude. Go do it. Go do it. What do you want? Do you want me to tell you how much you'd make so you get excited to go do that? Because I mean, that's just, why? For what reason? Do you need money? Do you just not like your job? There's so many other ways to become valuable in the online world. I blew up last month in the gambling space because I was dealing blackjack for the top people in the space. I didn't know what to post for my long form. Ooh, that's tough. I've helped a couple. Oh my God, dude, what the fuck was that? Great, appreciate the host, big dog. Appreciate the host. Yeah, it's tough, man. I leaned into gambling content there for a little bit, and I helped a couple gambling peeps. I mean, you can create gambling content. Sorry, it was a host on Kick. Appreciate you, big dog. I make nothing really. I love it. Approximately. Okay, well, I'm just done talking to you. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me too. What camera do you use? It's everything's on my site. Everything's on my site. Anything you need to learn. I'm top 1% on Twitch, and I feel like I'm too old to figure out how to make decent TikTok. Nah, you just don't have a system. That's it. You just don't have a system. What I would say to counter that, weenie, is some of the motherfuckers that be crossing my timeline on TikTok are like off the grid people. Like 30 and 40-year-olds where like the wife just documents the stupid shit her husband does. And these guys kill it, man. They get crazy brand deals. One of my favorite creators is Danny and how the fuck is, God damn it. Dan and some of you guys probably know who I'm talking about with the mustache. They're such a fucking beautiful couple. Ah, damn it. You guys know what I'm talking about? I feel bad because his wife actually stopped by the stream one time, and now Danny and Allie. Yes, she actually stopped by one of these streams and was like, "Oh, we love your stuff." So now I feel fucking love you, Allie. Appreciate you guys. But like, look at them. Look at their success. Look at their success. That's just fun, goofy shit, man. There's a little leverage with Danny having the setup stuff and whatnot, but sorry, Danny, but that really comes down to Allie. What makes that dynamic work is Allie is just like putting him out there. That's what makes it special. So like, guys like that are just a prime example. You gotta be too old to do this shit. I mean, I love that for Susie Homemaker, but I'm trying to streamline my brand. But what is your brand? Is your brand just being a streaming creator, or is there personality to you? Because you don't need in order to just stream like that, you just need to make sure you keep posting that. So there's nothing about being too old to do that. You just got to have a system that makes it easier for you. You know, you like, is it the tech side that makes it hard? Like, Weenie, you should be, if you're the top 1% of Twitch, if you're making that much a month, you should take a little bit of time or hire just somebody to help you out. And like right now, if I wanted to, click of a button, boom, I have 30 seconds of a horizontal clip. I have 30 seconds of a vertical clip. Boom, done. If you are if you are the top 1% of Twitch and you don't have that set up yet for your content, that's a systems problem. That is a systems problem. You don't have a system in place. I reinvest all payout with what? It's just a little bit different way of taking part in the social media, right? Editing is the hardest part for me. That's what I'm saying half the time, guys. Like the clips, this is why the streamer blueprint is so different from the creator blueprint. Because the idea with the streamer blueprint is to get you in a habit of turning your streaming content into the content in itself, to where you don't really have to do much editing because you're just creating a live moment. Now, you're going to have to conceptualize what is a good live moment. A good live moment is where you can get context to a mass viewer. A lot of people like to take a moment where they get a gifted sub and they want to share that experience, what it was like for them to get money, and try to like entice the idea of like, maybe you should come be a part of this. No. You need to take a moment where you're relatable, where Allie takes a video of her husband being excited about gaming and her giving him a treat. That's relatable. Yeah, well, Opus Clips works to an extent. It can chop it up for you for sure, but you got to also know what the right stuff to post is to resonate with the people. It's all about making everything easy for you to make content, making everything easy to make content, and making everything understandable for the average person to digest. When you're getting ready to post something, imagine somebody's just scrolling along in the timeline and it's giving you 5 seconds. Do you have a good hook? Are you going to get them to stop? Okay, now that you got them to stop, does the clip make sense? What are they watching? What are they going to look at? Is there a point where you know you're ready for brand deals? Yeah, I think when you become valuable to an audience, sure. I think Opus is good clipping software in general because I think you can get a couple good clips out of all the clips it gets you. But I think it's bad in this idea of that. You have to go down the line. You have to go clean it up. Gambling live streams are crazy because I go casino for like 4 to 5 hours at a time, and I'm gambling the $500 to $700 that's bet minimum at the small denominations. Yeah, I mean, I watch one of my most active viewers that I watch is Systems. I don't know if you know him, so I watch gambling live stream all the time. Obviously, that's not like IRL, but I've been trying to do hot takes or 30-second explainers during my stream to clip. That's what I asked earlier, if I should continue or pivot earlier. Well, I mean, I don't think you should like seek out just to find hot takes. Like I do hot takes, but it's because it's literally part of my personality. I don't think, ooh, what can I say that's controversial? Somebody asked me, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, in a live stream even, and I'm like, well, I think you overcomplicate it. And oh yeah, I see that pushback, and I'm like, okay, well, there's a clip. I don't just necessarily. It's the same thing when like even when I organize stuff. When I get a comment from somebody and they're like, yeah, well, easy for you to say. You have the camera. Camera don't matter. Let me make a clip about that. It's not like I'm coming up with an idea to come up with a hot take. I just see that as an opportunity because of how often I upload and I start to see the different ideas of content I can make. So I start tracking it more. Absolutely. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Good to see you guys back, man. Good to see you guys back. Yeah, see, Opus was weird, but I got a couple good clips out of it. I have a system set up where I don't need Opus. That's my only complication. I'm not a streamer relying on kind of like last minute stuff, something else doing work for me. I have such a great system that it doesn't take me long at all to make a vertical piece of content. So I'm not stressing too much about creating too much content from stream. Because I can just note down an idea and then make the content a little better in the long run. That's why I have these around. Good, man. Get ready to lock it in. 90 days. You're going to keep up with it? You're actually going to do the daily? You're going to do the weekly? You're going to check in? You're going to analyze? I need to get the metrics thing down so people can keep up with that. No idea, Shadow. I don't use them enough to care. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of tell when Opus clips things, right? When you're watching it. You can tell those type of services. Guys, fuck, man. I got to take a piss. I mean, I'm getting to that point where I might head out. I got some work to do. Got to work on the new video. How long have we been live? What's our uptime, gentlemen? What's our uptime, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, shit. 3 hours? Yeah, I'm going to call it. Yep. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it there. Cool. Good first day back, man. Good first day. Listen, I miss you guys. I miss you guys, man. I've missed you guys. Been nice to catch up. Been streaming through 5.5 years, almost hit partner twice and hit burnout. I'm taking my first, I would assume, break. Listen, guys. I don't know, something to leave you off with here today. We did just so much random catching up. I just always constantly am going to have to resort back to the idea of systems and habits, man. Systems and habits, guys. They change everything. This is why the blueprints are not made into... You got to make that clear because, like I said, I got my first negative feedback because somebody misunderstood. They didn't pay attention at all what the blueprint was. And they were like, I thought this was supposed to tell me exactly what to upload. No. Dog, if you don't have a system in place to know what you need to be uploading to your community, it's a bigger problem in itself. It's a bigger problem in itself. The blueprints are there to help make things more manageable, to organize your time, to set up structure. But in the key point in itself, put buying the blueprints to the side, although I do recommend them. Put buying them to the side. You guys have to start developing systems. You have to show up and be intentional every day, man. You have to know, man. You have to know what videos are doing well, what videos aren't doing well. So you can repeat the good and stop doing the bad. You have to see what works so that way you can replicate it, guys. You can't just every day just fucking wing it if you want to take it serious. You want to be that top 1%, you can't just wing it, man. It doesn't work like that. You got to lock in at some point, man. You got to lock in. You want to be taken serious. You want people to take their time out of their day. You want brands to invest in you, but you won't do it yourself? What are you fucking talking about? Brands and products out there that build these fucking multi-billion-dollar companies that have structure and organization and campaigns and all this stuff with layers and they're organized. You want them to give you money, but you won't do any of that with yourself. Come on, people. What are we talking about, man? You can't just fucking wake up every day and throw fucking darts at the dartboard. Be like, God, I hope my life changes today. You got to own the shit, man. You got to be in control with the shit. You got to. It is. They're in the analytics, Weenie. That's why the posting the content is so important. You got to see when people are clicking off. It's your indicator. Stop posting that. You got to see the videos that aren't getting people to stop. It's an indicator. Those hooks are bad. This video got more people to stop, got more views off the start. More people stopped. What hook did I do? Okay, I got to start doing more shit like that. I'll get a call. I'm getting two. I got to answer this. All right, guys, I got to shut down. I'm sorry. I forgot I got to take this call today. So yeah, Bovada stream tomorrow, but that will only be on X on Bovada, not on my channel. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking to do a stream on Friday. Friday will, if you're a premium member, anything that you guys have for me, put it in the Discord for Friday. I see we got a couple people in there, already put stuff in there. If you guys don't know, premium members on the YouTube channel, we have a section in Discord that's private to those individuals where they can link their videos, they can link thumbnails, they can link their platforms, and in stream we go over that shit. So yeah, so be on the lookout. Maybe Friday stream. I'm thinking maybe Friday. I'm pretty sure. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's keep fucking killing it, guys. Let's keep killing it. Just guys, Discord is in my fucking website. It's right at the top. You go to biggie.co. That's where all the camera gear, that's where the blueprints, that's where my LUT pack, that's where the consulting, everything is. My YouTube, it's all in the top bar. Join the Discord. It's in there. Yeah, hang out. Yeah, link is in the bio. Biggie website. All right, boys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Let's keep killing it. Peace.